Hell yeah! You're watching the Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it!
Ladies and gentlemen, you survived the weekend! And if you miss me, let me hear you say it! Woo! Welcome to the finest one-man show in the history of all mankind! It's the Dusty Show, and hell yeah! I miss you guys. What the fuck is up? Got a huge show, Didn't do no Friday show, y'all. Tell you the truth, I worked on it some, and I was like, man, I need a fucking day off. I need a goddamn day off. I've had a good streak going. Did a lot of shows in a row, and I was like, I need to take a self-care day for me, baby. But if you think about it, I actually did it for you guys to be a good example for you, because some days you just got to take them off. Some days you just got to take care of yourself. So you guys are welcome for me taking a day off. And didn't do anything but play my fucking video game, y'all. The game The Bazaar. I love that game. Right up my fucking alley. I actually bought the download content. So basically the regular game like $20. You get 3 characters to play. I beat the motherfucker with all 3 characters because it got it like that. And then if you want to buy the 4th or 5th character, each additional character $20. Like you got to buy the whole game again. But I did it. I bought one of the characters. And I beat it with that character a couple of times. So it was fun. That's all I did all goddamn weekend. I'm boring as shit, but boring's fucking good, y'all. And we need a little boringness with how fucking crazy the world is going. So let's go ahead and jump into it, because I don't want to be depressed alone. As always, super chats, like button of the show, or the super chat. You know how this works. Over here, see my mouse? There's a $sign right there. Click it. And then click super chat, and then you donate money. And then the more you donate, like the more serious I take you. Like really, I'm a slut. So I don't know. Make it rain on this super chats. And all right. And also, if you look at the top of the screen, you got the QR code. Especially if you're watching at home on the replay. Some of you like that. Aim your camera phone at that. It'll go to my Tales of Woke PayPal page. Also, there's a link in the description of the video. All that. Help me out. Appreciate it. Sorry to beg for money, but that's the only way I keep the lights on. And all right, let's go ahead and kick the motherfucking show off, y'all. Another horrific goddamn week in this hellscape in which we find ourselves. And Trump sending his minions out there, the new Nazis, terrorizing America, the secret police out in force. They've declared war on America. They're trying very, very hard to get a couple of their ICE agents killed, I guess, to make us rise up in violence against them so they can declare the Insurrection Act and then suspend the elections. Nothing has ever been more transparent. Their dastardly plan, incredibly fucking transparent, but that never stopped them before. All their dastardly plans been transparent as fuck. I've been the whole time calling out each one of their dastardly plans, and they still get away with it. It's almost like I'm screaming into the fucking void. So let's go ahead and start off once again. Warning, if you guys are easily triggered out there, I'm about to show you some horrible bullshit. This all happened this weekend and this week in Trump's America. Fascism rampaging across the country. First off, this woman who works as a journalist for a news program, they claimed that she threw something at their car, but after they arrested her and disappeared her for a little while, they let her go with no charges filed. So it seems like that might be bullshit. Anyway.
What's your name? What's your name?
Debbie Brockman, I work for WGN.
Yep, fascist, Gestapo. They're the good guys in Trump's new America. And folks, we're just getting started. They're everywhere across the country, stirring people up, violating your rights, injuring people.
Sir, what's your name? What's your name?
Debbie Brockman, I work for WGN. Let them know.
I got you. Yep. Debbie Browning?
Brockman.
Brockman, WGN.
They just said in a statement, Brockman was detained by ICE and has since
You guys
been
want to
released
share your
without
names too, or
charges filed.
just gonna cover your face?
They're going to cover their face
Couldn't cover your face
like the fucking secret
ago.
police.
Super happy to do it now, aren't you?
Get their ass. Fucking heroes out there ain't fucking taking it, folks. People not backing down from these goddamn Nazis. Get up all in their fucking ass and let them know you've been there. Meanwhile, in Chicago, ICE just crashing their cars into people. They have so much money. They're now funded more than the goddamn Marines. The secret police, they can just ram their cars into you, kidnap you. They know all their vehicles are covered, I guess. Plenty of fucking money to disappear people.
Yeah! Hit and run! Hit and run! That's a hit and run! Hit and run! Hit and run! That's a hit and run! Hit and run! Hit and run!
Here they come.
Look, hey, watch out with that weapon!
Through mass Gestapo with their guns out.
Watch out! What's wrong with you?
All over the country doing this shit, folks. The new America. Nothing like this has ever fucking happened in this country. Like every third world shithole. Trump wanted us to be a third world shithole, and now we're a third world shithole.
You guys hit her. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all hear her? Y'all bust a whole U-turn in the middle of the street. Y'all hear her? Y'all on camera. Leave her alone. She ain't even do shit. She trying to go to work. She's trying to go to work.
What the fuck?
Oh, what?
The Holocaust is being televised.
Y'all got no
It's like we had
heart, for real.
cameras in
No
Nazi
heart.
Germany.
No heart.
This is 100% how they treated Jewish people.
She's a female.
The illegals are the new Jews now, for now, until they turn on us. They're practicing on them,
You guys
folks.
hit her. Man, how y'all gonna arrest her, man?
Big tough men here. Nobody's safe from them, folks. In Chicago, ICE deploying tear gas in the fucking streets in front of a Lutheran church because people weren't moving out of their way fast enough.
Get out of here!
Apparently they have permission just to gas the public whenever they want to. No responsibility. No rules, no laws. There they go. Gassing the public.
You fucking coward!
These should be crimes against humanity. You should not be able to gas your own fucking people.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
But they are practicing. Trump has already told you what the plan is. The American people are to be practiced upon. Here they are grabbing another woman in Kenilworth. Everywhere, folks. The terror never ends all across the country. They want you to be terrorized. They want you to be terrified. They are trying to instigate violence on purpose. The worst among us rule you. Oh, look at this evil criminal. Aren't we so lucky they removed her from the streets? Don't we all feel safer?
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Somebody said she turned out to be a U.S. citizen. It doesn't matter. Your rights don't matter anymore. You don't have any fucking rights. Here's what they're doing to a guy who films them, American citizen who filmed them.
Wearing a gray
It does not matter. You're not allowed to film the God Man, the secret police. They would disappear you as well. Here he is filming them.
Okay.
No, can't have that. You don't have any rights anymore.
Filming them. He's out of the way. They threw his bike. They are wearing masks. They have green vests. They are putting their hands on this individual right now. They are arresting this man.
It's only been 10 months, folks. 10 months.
What's your name?
They destroyed the country in 10 months. This is not America anymore, folks. Please call my wife and tell her I'm being disappeared by the secret police. Just another normal sentence now in Trump's America. Here they are creating chaos in Chicago, aiming guns at regular citizens. Somebody dare trying to film them or yell at them. You can't have that.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Get over there! Now!
Look how scared they are.
Whoa.
How dare you film me? Gonna pull my guns at you. They know they're not in any danger. They're just trying to scare you, intimidate you, make your life feel in danger. They're trying to rile you up. Nazis gleefully ruling you out in the open goddamn day. America 2025. Yeah, white people ain't safe no more. Nobody's safe anymore. If you ever show intent to hurt one of us again, literally, you are the ones pointing guns at him. You are pointing guns at the fucking American people. It is you showing intent to harm us, motherfuckers. Maybe you're the one who should think about the ramifications of that.
No one's touching anybody, sir. Let's go.
Why you mask, you fucking coward? You know you're evil. You know you're the bad guys. Here they are rounding up a 15-year-old. It doesn't matter if she's a fucking citizen or not. I don't know, folks. But I do know that there is no goddamn justification for rounding up 15-year-olds and throwing them to the fucking ground. New America, though. Here you go. How many does it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one of these people make about $130,000 a year. 6, 7, 8. Here comes another one. There's at least 10 of these motherfuckers. 10. To arrest a 15-year-old girl, folks. This is exactly what every patriot I've ever met said they needed their guns for, in case the government did this. This is what you said, you fucking cowards. You fucking pieces of shit. I knew you were tiny dick losers. I fucking knew it. I never fucking believed you. Because each one of you goose-stepping us into this. Don't we all feel safer that 10 thugs, 10, 12 thugs just arrested this 15-year-old girl? Isn't that a good expenditure of our tax dollars? Hey, you can't have cancer research. They just defunded SNAP. No goddamn food stamps for the poorest among us, but $150,000 to arrest a 15-year-old girl. I'm only getting fucking started, folks. They wrote up on these two 15-year-olds, both of them American citizens. This is what you got to deal with now as a brown child in America.
Nah, hell nah. About what, shorty? About what, nigga?
Why are you running, man?
Why you running? Secret police runs up on you, screech their tires. Why you running? I'm running too. My fucking people go back to the goddamn Mayflower, all right? I'm pilgrim as shit. I could be wearing those stupid fucking hats. I'm so fucking white. Ain't a goddamn drop in my bloodline that ain't cracker, all right? I'd be fucking running. Roll up on my ass, what you talking about?
What's up? Why are you running?
Cause why the fuck you chasing me? Why the fuck you chasing me?
Where are you from?
Where you chasing from? I'm from here.
You're from here? Where's here?
You have an ID?
No, I'm here.
I'm not told you. Huh? I'm 16.
16?
Yeah.
Why are you so nervous, man?
Huh?
If you're a U.S. citizen, that's why we're going to check.
Yeah, I am a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, if you're a good citizen, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Why you so scared? Why are you running? Yeah, because you got a big fucking jacked up, methed out Nazi breathing on my fucking neck.
An ID, you got something that you can show me?
I mean, I have school ID.
Let me see that. You got that?
I don't got
Papers, please. This is why they call you fascist. This is fascism 101.
Because to your parent conference.
Where you guys live? Where? Give me an address, bro. I'm not trying to mess with you. Why are you so nervous? Relax.
Huh? Why are you so nervous?
If you don't tell me that you were born here, give me...
I'm masked from head to fucking toe. You can't even see my eyes. I got guns all over me. Why are you so nervous?
ID, you'll be good.
I was born here, but I don't got ID.
You don't have no ID?
No.
You got? Can you do facial? That's it. We'll take care of it real quick. We'll be in and out. You don't have any... Yeah, phone? You got it? Okay. Yeah, we'll just make sure that everything's good, man. You see a lot of parents...
So bizarre to watch. Fucking questioning your children, pulling you over, harassing everybody. They want you to fight back, folks. Here they are disappearing an autistic boy who has the mentality of a 4-year-old.
So a 15-year-old boy, autistic, who was believed to be missing, has actually been in ICE custody for several days. Fox 26's Jillian Hartman is live in Spring Branch, where the boy was last seen almost a week ago. And you just got an update from the family the past 30 minutes. What did they have to tell you, Jillian?
Yes, we learned that the boy is in ICE custody at one of the detention centers here in Houston. The mom says that he is safe and okay. Now, the boy was here at this intersection in Spring Branch with his mom and sister selling fruit when he disappeared. And here's the information we just learned in the last 30 minutes. Take a look at this. So the boy has autism and is sometimes nonverbal, and he disappeared last Saturday. He's 15 years old, but his social worker says he has the mindset of a 4 to 5-year-old. So they were very worried about his safety.
I'm sure.
The mom said around 3 p.m. on October 4th, she was with a customer selling fruit when her son asked her to use the restroom, and when she turned around, he was gone. Now, they filed a missing person report with Houston police, and earlier today, Fiel Houston held a press conference with the family begging for the public's help to find him. Now, today, police notified the family that the boy was found safe. Fiel Houston said a law enforcement agency found him, and he's been at the Office of Refugee Resettlement Children's Detention Center since Monday. The family is undocumented, and they're trying to get him.
Just terrorism, folks. That's what it's all about. It's 100% what they did to the Jews in Nazi Germany. It's happening again, folks. But they're practicing on the Browns until it's you and my turn. Here they are going to people's houses. No warrant needed, apparently.
Hey, you're on private property. You're on private property. Hey, you're on private property. Get the fuck out. You're on private property. Hey, you're on private property.
I mean, if mass thugs break into your house, do you have the right to defend yourself?
Get out.
Or you just have to let them abuse you?
Private property. Get out.
You just have to believe them, who they say they are. If they identify themselves.
Private property.
Or can you defend yourself against this?
This guy's a criminal.
Do the stand your ground laws apply? I'm just asking questions. Can they break in your house and kidnap you?
You're still on private property.
No.
Get out of his house.
Get out.
You're in someone's house. Get out.
No,
You are in someone's house illegally. Get out.
No.
Sir, watch out. Back up. You're on private property. Sir, back up.
No, go.
Get out of his house. This is not your house.
No, go.
Dude, you guys are causing damage to my house now.
They don't care. Apparently, there's no rules anymore.
This not in someone's house. Don't talk.
They could just kidnap you from your house. No identification, no warrant. Doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You don't have the right to defend yourself, apparently. Here they are in Elgin, Illinois, ICE detaining individuals without a warrant, refusing
a judicial warrant.
And I love these people get up their ass, folks, because there are some really brave people out there, not just standing by idly, that are challenging them, filming them.
You do not need to say a thing, my friend. Do not say a thing.
Hero. This is what we need. This is the best nonviolent way to handle this.
Do you have a warrant? Can you identify yourself? Can you identify yourself? You guys see that order? You see that judicial order? Y'all got to identify yourself. Can you identify yourself?
Nope. The rules don't apply anymore.
Hello.
It's a dictatorship now. The secret police can do anything.
Can you identify yourself? You have a warrant?
The laws don't apply anymore.
Unmarked car?
Yep.
Not motherfucking shit. Not shit. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Who's your family? Who's your family?
Looks like a terrorist, doesn't he, folks? So scary, that guy. Glad he's gone. Chicago, federal agents getting pissed at a guy on a bike. You can't even ride your bike anymore by them. The God man will threaten you for that. I guess the guy trying to film them, he's not blocking their way or anything.
You keep following us, you will be arrested. You understand? You understand?
Fuck you. You don't follow us. We're the God man. Look at all these thugs jumping out. They're a gang now, folks. They got a big gang going on, a big Nazi gang. Just riding around America, harassing everybody. They're fucking giddy about it. They love abusing you. Man, you know what's crazy? Alex Jones was right about everything. He warned of all this. Folks, The goddamn police, the secret police, gonna be marching, rampaging down America's streets. They're gonna be asking you for your papers. No one's gonna be safe, folks. They're gonna be disappearing people. And no, he's for it. He's all for it. He's like, what? What secret police? They're just here to help. It's just so weird. All this so bizarre to watch. Money changes you. But he never really cared, folks. He never cared. If you care, then money can't really change you. Then ICE out here threatening to shoot ambulance drivers, apparently. Late on October 5th, a Portland ambulance crew informed dispatchers over the radio that it was attempting to transport a patient from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to Legacy Emmanuel Medical Center, but that ICE officers were impeding its departure 6 minutes later at 9:40. According to publicly archived radio records, the medic driving the vehicle delivered an update. We are still not being allowed to leave by ICE. They pointed their guns at the ambulance drivers, folks. Now they're threatening ambulance drivers. That's what's happening next. You're going to have to die in a fucking ambulance, not even get to go to the hospital. Meanwhile, now they're enforcing rarely enforced laws to ticket people that don't have their papers. Apparently, there is an old-timey law where if you're here legally, but you're like naturalized citizen or something, you have to carry your papers on you. But if you don't do it, they'll fucking fine you for it. Ruben Antonio Cruz was sitting with a friend in Rogers Park when ICE agents pulled up on the street. The immigration officers stopped their truck and went straight after them on October 9th, Cruz told the Tribune. They asked us if we had papers. I said, I do, but I don't have them on me. Cruz, a 60-year-old man with heart problems, originally from El Salvador, recalled in Spanish. The agent stood Cruz up, put him in their truck, drove around in circles and asked questions, he said. Eventually, the agents verified that he is, in fact, legally in the country. And they let him go, but not before writing him a $130 ticket for not having his papers. Under federal law, registered foreign nationals must carry proof of registration with them at all times. But prior to a second Trump administration, it was rarely enforced. The National Immigration Justice Center in Chicago told the Tribune it has not yet seen any of its clients receive this sort of citation. So, literal Nazis demanding your papers. And if you don't have it, they're going to fine you, folks. 100% they're trying to stir shit on purpose. Here they are putting more guns on unarmed citizens. Look what a threat she is. This big fat lady, such a threat. Definitely got to point your guns at her, don't you? These big, tough dough bitches. Look how many it takes, folks. Make it $130,000 a piece. Every arrest is costing $200,000 bucks.
Yeah, they did.
They're bleeding the fucking country dry. The Nazis are bleeding us dry, folks. All in the name of creating violence so they can do an insurrection and suspend the elections, folks. Nothing has ever been more clear. People in Chicago aren't even able to drive to their own homes on their own streets without having masked armed men walk into their cars and threatening them.
Citizen here. I'm a U.S. citizen.
This all happened this weekend, folks.
Here. I'm a U.S. citizen here.
Doesn't matter.
Look at these pieces of shit. Look at them. Look at them.
No rights anymore, folks. Funded more than the goddamn Marines. Meanwhile, man spends 44 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit, finally gets exonerated. ICE immediately arrests him and is trying to deport him back to India, where he hasn't lived since he was 9 months old. Yes, I fucking hate ICE too. Every decent human should hate ICE. Know who your fucking enemy is. The secret police is never your fucking friend. Here they are out there in Chicago, kidnapping multiple people in this neighborhood. One weekend, folks. Look at them all. Arresting people, gassing people. ICE is bringing the violence with them, folks. They're not solving the problem. They're creating the problem on purpose. There they are. Let's gas the citizens of the United States. How is this not crimes against humanity? Man, I wish I believed in justice. I wish we would convene a Nuremberg 2.0 for these motherfuckers. Every one of these motherfuckers should be held accountable to this. Even though it's America, I know bad people don't get held accountable in this country. But fuck it, I can dream. Here they are. They really want to live out their modern warfare fantasy, terrorism all the time. A federal agent points a weapon at a woman who was recording them. Fuck no to that. Do not record the secret police. They are here to rule you. They are here to fucking dominate you. They are here to fucking rape you. And you will lay down and you will take and you will love it or you will die in Trump's America. You cannot defend yourself. You have no rights. Even the police are not going to help you, folks. Here's Illinois, the state troopers. This is, remember, the governor. The fucking governor is supposed to be on our side against Trump. Even his thug state troopers in here arresting ICE protesters. Because even the Democrats aren't going to save you, folks. Both sides. Not equally bad, but both bad. Even the good guys are evil. Skip ahead, and yeah, there they go. They are not here to protect you. They are not here to serve you. They are here to rule you. To the benefit of the oligarchs, to the ruling class. They are nothing but attack dogs for your billionaire rulers. They're here to protect private property, not you. Yeah, the whole world's watching, but what the fuck are we gonna do about it? And of course, they're always the Keystone Cops. Here they are trying to chase down one Mexican guy. Wearing too much gear there, you gravy seals, you fucking fake bitches. Might should have skipped cardio day. Yeah, he's done. He's like, yeah, huffing and puffing. Yeah, you gonna fall on your fucking face. And he's like, go, keep going. You got it. And he's like, fuck this, I'm tired too, bitch. If you lay down, I'm laying down. But no, he gone. He gone, you fucking losers. God damn it. Remember, folks, I was just following orders. Didn't work for the Nazis, shouldn't work for these motherfuckers. And so, needless to say, there were protests, folks. There are people out there protesting in the only way they know how. So they're trying to figure out ways they can protest without having the secret police kill them or bash their brains in, or having Donald Trump use it to further his narrative that they're rioting in the streets and they're burning shit down. So they've come up with a genius plan. We're going to protest in the most bizarre possible way, to where if they beat us, it just makes them look bad. First off, they're like, hey, you know what we need to do? We need to have an emergency naked bike ride. It's an emergency, folks. We must immediately strip our clothes off and ride around on bikes.
Portland's weirdest forms of protest made its return today. The naked bike ride is usually a call for climate action and safer roads, but today cyclists ended their route at the ICE building to protest the Trump administration's call to send military troops to Portland. Fox 12's McKenna Marks spoke to some cyclists and tells us what inspired them to get involved.
I kind of forget I'm naked. I'm just hanging out. Hundreds of Portlanders gathered outside the convention center Sunday afternoon for the emergency naked bike ride.
What a hellhole!
The naked bike ride is
It's
one of the
burned into
Rose
the
City's
ground.
weirdest traditions and usually advocates for climate action and safer streets. But this time, the naked bike ride took the form of a protest.
We're here because we strongly believe that we do not need federal troops in Portland.
Some participants showed up in costume.
So the reason they're doing this, folks, is because they know if the cops beat them while they're naked, it just makes the cops look ridiculous. It makes it much harder to claim they're a violent fucking mob. And I also know what you're thinking. You're thinking, man, I wish there were lots of video footage of these naked people riding around on this emergency naked bike ride. And I got you. Hell yeah, let's have a look at some naked people. And man, I gotta say, fucking Portland must be the most confident place on earth. I wish I had a fucking teaspoon of the confidence these motherfuckers have. This dude, oh, that's a woman, okay. I see that dude's dick. Oh, that dude got a little dick. All these dudes. Oh no, look. They gotta have snipers out there in case the naked people get out of hand. And it it is genius, folks. It is genius. They're mocking the fascist. Here's even more footage of these naked motherfuckers riding their bikes. Dude, just let it all hang out. Portland, damn! Let's go, Portland! Fuck yeah, Portland! Just whip it out! Meanwhile, you can really tell the war on Portland is raging when the guy in the kilt and the Darth Vader mask whips out his unicycle and his bagpipes. Yeah. War-torn Portland, folks! We have to have the National Guard in your stat!
Out here today. It is. So what made you want to come down and protest? You know, I've been following what's been going on, and I've been really impressed by how Portland has responded
and then
to
frogs!
This imposition.
Did you see the frogs? The frogs! The new heroes on the front line in Portland! The Portland Frog! There's many, but here's one explaining why he do what he do.
Tell me a little bit about what brings you out here day after day and in a frog costume, no less.
Well, I come out here day in and day out since June because I am worried about my community. I am concerned with what is happening in my community and with what the Trump administration is enabling these ICE agents, these DHS agents, these federal agents to do to my community members day in and day out. And I don't want to see anybody treated inhumanely. And to see this happen to my community members, my friends, my family, my neighbors, it's unacceptable. So I'm out here protesting in a frog costume to, especially in a frog costume, just to show how ridiculous the notion that we are violent terrorists is. It's just
That's why we're doing it, folks. Makes it much more difficult for them to be beaten and shot without proving who the bad guys are, if you already didn't know. And they're multiplying. Oh, my God. There is now a Portland Frog Brigade outside of the ICE facility. And hell yeah, they're making the frogs gay. Here they are, folks, all the gay frogs.
Hi, we're outside the ICE facility in the evening on whatever the day is, October. Can you guys let me know what you're here, why you're dressed as frogs?
Well, you know, the frog has become a symbol of what's going on down here. And so we decided to come support our friend Toad, who's been out here. You probably saw him on the news. And he's a friend from another pond. And so we decided to come down here and show our support for the insane government overreach that's going on in this place, and the fact that they're calling Portland an explosive, fire-ridden sort of, warland, which is not, because we're here.
Yeah, it's not on fire. It's not ravaged war site. They're just trying to create an enemy to justify the fascist takeover of America, folks. And, man, you want to see how effective this is, though, folks. It's crazy. It wouldn't seem like wearing these stupid, silly costumes would be effective at all. But watch this guy in a frog costume march down the Portland thugs. Look at him back up. Backing right the fuck up away from these people. Because they don't want to get caught on camera abusing people in silly costumes. And look, every one of these people making $100,000. How many millions is that to stand out there, folks? Look at it. Hump you motherfuckers. You getting fucked by the frog. Get the fuck back. Get the fuck back. Behind your line, slut. Don't make me gyrate my hips at you. I will gyrate my hips. Look at them backing up. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Because your mama taught you bad. Meanwhile, haters are going to say this is AI, but this is real. Here's Antifa Freedom Frogs on their way to confront the fascist, authoritarian Trump regime, Nazi ICE Gestapo in Portland. And they're crossing the Delaware, folks.
Hey, Commander, the far shore's in sight.
Real footage. This happened.
Tonight. Roll.
If it didn't happen, it wouldn't be on video, folks. I know that much. Meanwhile, inflatable insurgents disrupt ICE with bouncy chaos all over the place. Everybody getting in on the fun, folks. The future of protest. goofy inflatable costume, and this is what democracy looks like.
What democracy looks like.
This is what democracy
See,
looks
it's for
like.
cookie. That's good enough for me.
This is what democracy looks like.
What democracy looks like.
This is what democracy.
And I don't know if you guys see this, but this is crazy. Apparently, this is FBI's new most wanted list, and oh my God! The most terrifying people, terrorism. Holy God, I'm glad Trump is here to keep us safe from all these fucking terrorists. And lest you don't believe me, folks, this really is what Portland is like right now, folks. They're outside of the ICE facilities. And I can't play this song. I just couldn't mute that. But here they are outside the ICE facility with the snipers on the roof. That's what it's really fucking like, folks. It's all a big joke. But it's every week, though, new character. That's the fun part about it. You never know what you're going to find. Like this charming fellow. What the fuck's that? Oh, some more. A polar bear? All right, we got some unicorns. Sweet. Got some elephants. Giraffes. I don't want to grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid. So, chaos, folks, in war-torn Portland. So obviously, folks, we need a secret police funded more than the Marines to go out and handle these fucking terrorists that are destroying America. Look at this evil. They're going to collapse our entire society. We must immediately round these people up. And I also agree with this. This is a great idea, folks. A great strategy for these protests. They should get lawyers to go out there. Maybe the Democrats should hire lawyers to go out there. Or at least to get volunteers who are actually good at speaking on the megaphone and know their fucking shit to go out there and yell at the ICE agents, the Gestapo, about what the laws are.
Do not understand what state law you are invoking. Please be clear in your instructions. These peaceful protesters are exercising their First Amendment right. They do not understand your order. They do not understand your statements. You, state troopers, are an unlawful assembly right now because you're impinging on our First Amendment right to free expression. We do not understand your instructions. You have weapons. We do not have weapons. You are invoking, you appear to be threatening violence. We're not threatening violence. You are exacerbating the tension. We are lowering the tension. We don't understand what you're doing. We don't understand why you're doing it. We don't understand how to comply with your orders. You said to disperse. Where do you want us to go? Why can't we exercise our First Amendment rights? Where is the Commander Owen or State Trooper Owen? Where are you? You need to be clear. You need to explain. You do not understand what state law you're
great tactic, folks. Get out there and intimidate them with the law. I don't know if they care about that, but I do. And meanwhile, heroes out there getting up in their fucking ass. Let them know they were there, chasing them out of the goddamn neighborhoods, because if there's one thing the secret police hates, it's fucking cameras.
I need you to, we need to text. Mira, no hable con nadie. Aquí está la migra. Aquí está la migra en Sunnyside. Cierra las puertas. No hable con nadie, no firme nada. Aquí viene la migra. Fuck you guys. Go the fuck back to Texas.
Get a real job.
We don't want you guys here. Fuck you guys. Aquí viene la migra, fucking cowards.
Should be ashamed. Destroying people's lives, kidnapping them.
Pieces of shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Pieces of shit. Aquí viene
Terrorist.
la migra.
You're fucking terrorist.
Migra.
Crimes against humanity.
Migra. Ahí se está. Migra.
So all up in their ass on that one. It's another minute of that. I'll spare you of them yelling at ICE. I'm glad they're doing it. And then these guys run away from being confronted, folks.
Oh, and an N-bomb.
They hate it.
Damn, homie.
Look at him. Damn, homie. This guy traitor. This actually looks Latino to me. A fucking traitor to his own people. Selling out your own people for a few baubles. Fucking Judas. For a few fucking coins. And they're so arrogant, these trash humans, these fucking Nazis. Hey, homie, run his mouth till he realizes he's being recorded, then runs away like the fucking bitch he is.
Oh, and an N-bomb. Damn, homie. Damn, you like that?
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. We've seen it before.
Let's go. Ha you trip, bitch. Watch that step, slut. They're fucking everywhere, folks. They're everywhere.
Hey, you don't want this. Get the fuck out of here.
Look at them. Everybody standing up to honk at them. Everybody letting them know. Everybody hates you. The entire fucking country against this goddamn Gestapo, against the new fucking Nazis. Not that they give a shit. I've actually thought about going over and talking to my neighbors who live next door, but I'm worried it's going to be weird, and telling them that if they need a place to hide, they could come hide at my house. I have no idea if they're illegal or not. They're just Mexican, I know that much. And they don't like speak English very well. But I don't want to be like a creepo and be like, hey, you guys need a place to hide. You could come hide in my house. But I don't know. They can. You absolutely fucking can. I'll go out there and get up and ISIS ass for you, man. Whatever it fucking takes. And then another great way to protest. Ice Barbie out there looking over all the terrorists, folks, all the horror. And just to make fun of her, this is what they did. Play a little Benny Hill theme, whatever it is. It's Hill. But folks, we are making fun of them. That is the best way to handle this. No violence, because they want you to do violence. We just need to mock them into extinction. But that's not stopping them, folks. That's not stopping them from claiming that there are riots, that Portland is on fucking fire. Doesn't matter what has actually happened. It matters what they say. It matters who owns the fucking airwaves, and they own the fucking airwaves. They have all this shit locked down, folks. So Vance, once again, saying that the Trump administration is looking at invoking the Insurrection Act, folks. That's the whole point of all this. They want to instigate violence so they can shut everything down, so they can complete their full fucking takeover. Meanwhile, the guy who's in charge of all this, Hammond, folks, took $50,000 in bribes from the FBI. Literally gave him an envelope, a fast food bag with $50,000 in it. These corrupt mob men who run us. Dude got to keep the money. Have you ever heard of that before? Have you ever heard of the FBI giving somebody $50,000 in bribes in order to catch them, to bust them? And not only the person not get busted, but they get to keep the money? It's almost impressive, the level of corruption we're dealing with. And so they asked Shady Vance about it. And here's how you should handle these motherfuckers. This is why I hate the current media, because they let these Republicans on there and they ask them questions, and the Republicans don't have to worry about it because they know they don't actually have to answer the question. They know that they can filibuster. They can just run the timeout by talking about whatever talking point they want to. And if they ask them the question again, they can just run the timeout again by filibustering and talking about whatever they want to. So they never have to answer anything. Instead, they get to use the airwaves to spread whatever message they fucking want to, and it's maddening. This is how you should treat them. Here's a Snuffleupagus, whatever his name is, cutting off Shady Vance.
George, I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility. Because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government.
Literally all three branches of government run by the Republicans. Democrats could not shut down the government if they fucking wanted to.
Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You're focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next.
Cut his ass off. Fuck these people. Do not let them just filibuster. If they don't immediately answer the question, cut them off, ask them again. If they don't answer, cut them off, point out they didn't fucking answer the question, and tell the audience what the fucking truth is. Fuck this shit. Any media that's complicit in this, I guess I'm wasting my fucking breath on it. Meanwhile, be careful, MAGA planting a false flag. You guys remember Andy No-Go? Andy No-Go back again. His time's come back. Remember this motherfucker? So a while back, Republicans were trying to make Antifa a new boogeyman. Remember back when they used to talk about Antifa? They ain't talked about him in years. But back in the day, they was like, Antifa is a terrorist organization. And then Andy No-Go got a milkshake. Remember that? He got milkshaked and maybe he got punched in the eye a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, he back, folks. He's like, yay, finally I'm relevant again. Finally gonna wheel me out to spread bullshit propaganda about Antifa. So now he's like, a Portland Antifa blog has announced that at 9 p.m. on October 11th, they plan to organize a laser attack to try to crash a federal aircraft flying along the ICE facility. Laser tag, totally, folks. It's totally real. You can believe it. The terrorist organization of Antifa gonna do laser tag, according to Andy No-Go. Meanwhile, they're so desperate to push their propaganda, folks, and all they can do is use lies, damnable lies. So the White House put out this video highlighting the chaos in Chicago.
Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. We have a governor that refuses to admit he has problems. Everybody knows how bad it is. This open borders nightmare flooded.
So, shocker, most of this footage they're showing is actually from Florida. Yes, Florida. Incredibly Republican, Ron DeSantis run Florida. They're showing you footage from Florida, and they're telling you it's Chicago in order to justify the martial law, the militarization of our streets, folks. Because they know the truth doesn't matter. They know all that matters is who controls the fucking narrative. And folks, I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon. Now, you would think they're funding the secret police more than the Marines to round up the brown people. You would think this would be temporary, right? You would think that there's only so many brown people that they could round up, and eventually all the brown people are going to be rounded up. And then I guess the secret police is going to disband? No, of course not. They're buying buildings, folks, because there's plenty of money for these motherfuckers. We're buying buildings in Chicago and Portland. Hey, it's almost seems like this is a permanent thing they're planning on doing forever. So, question, who are all these secret police for and all these concentration camps for once they round up all the brown people? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm sure it's going to be fine, folks. I'm sure I'll be safe. Meanwhile, broken clocks right twice a day. Crazy as shit. Talking about some strange bedfellows you find yourself in league with from time to time. Tucker Carlson! Occasionally, I guess, when it suits him, when it suits his edgelord persona, he can tell the truth a little bit. Here he is calling out the Trump administration for the obvious shit they're doing.
You hope that. You hope that Charlie Kirk's death won't be used by a group we now call bad actors to create a society that was the opposite of the one he worked to build.
Actually, it's exactly the society Charlie Kirk worked to build. Charlie Kirk is partially responsible for this. Don't lie about it.
You hope that. You hope that a year from now, the turmoil we're seeing in the aftermath of his murder won't be leveraged to bring hate speech laws to this country. And trust me, if it is...
Already done. Not allowed to criticize Israel.
If that does happen, there is never a more justified moment for civil disobedience than that, ever, and there never will be. Because if they can tell you what to say, they're telling you what to think, there is nothing they can't do to you because they don't consider you human. They don't believe you have a soul. A human being with a soul, a free man, has a right to say what he believes.
I mean, anybody, no matter if you have a soul or not, that ain't got nothing to fucking do with it. You have the right to freedom of speech, though. That's the bedrock of goddamn America. But it's gone! America as we know it is over. And here's Joe Rogan trying to distance himself from what he's fucking done, but it's not going to work, dude. You're responsible for this. And I hate this so much because they pretend like they know what the fucking problem is on Monday. And then on Tuesday, they platform these Nazis once again. They help this problem to spread. Here he is talking about what the fuck's going on.
Let's just talk about the immigration thing. The way it looks is horrific. When you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal, regular people that have been here for 20 years.
Who could be responsible for this?
Everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
So not you.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
Right. You literally supported this. You literally endorsed Trump, and you will literally continue to do this. You fake motherfuckers. Just like Theo Von, these fake sacks of shit. No
Because
forgiveness.
You have
Fuck
to think, look, yeah, we have to have a border. Yes, it should have been secure. Yes, they should make sure you know who everybody is before they get in.
Yeah. And who's the one that told them not to secure the border? Who's the one that specifically told the Democrats to vote, not the Republicans, to vote against their own fucking bill that made the border porous?
But when people been here for 20 years, like, come on, man. That's crazy. Like, let's find a way. If they've been productive members of society for 20
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You're responsible. You'll keep doing it. Man, I hope there's comeuppance. I hope there's fucking justice out there. Remember, they told you folks they were going to deport 2 million brown people. 2 million. That was their fucking goal. We're going to do this. That's how they justified spending more money than the Marines make, folks. That's how they justified these billions of dollars in concentration camps. That's how they justified 10 ICE agents for every fucking arrest, just ramming cars into people, spending all this money. They were going to deport 2 million people. Well, now here's how they're spending it, folks. They're saying that 1.6 million people self-deported because we've been such giant sacks of shit that brown people don't want to be in this country anymore, and that counts. We don't actually have to deport you if you self-deport. Of course, even these numbers are bullshit. These numbers just come from brown people not being willing to answer surveys anymore, because why would you answer surveys about anything if you're a brown person in this country anymore? But yeah, we actually did it. We deported 2 million people. These fucking liars. And last but not least, on my secret police section, did you guys see Chance the Rapper? I've never been a big fan of Chance the Rapper, but I hear he's good. He's got a big fan base. People think he's a lyrical genius. So anyway, at his latest concert, this went on. Chain that says fuck ICE, and that's the way to do it. Every goddamn famous person needs to be using their platform to call out ICE, call out the Nazis who have taken over our fucking society. Scary fucking weekend. That all happened in one motherfucking weekend, y'all. What the absolute shit. Man, like I said, it's only been 10 months. They already have this shit so locked down in 10 months. Even if Trump leaves at the end of his term, he's still got 3 years left, y'all. We're in trouble, dudes. We're in fucking trouble. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. I don't know how we're doing because I can't fucking tell anymore. This motherfucker don't tell you how much money you're making on the super chats anymore. What the fuck the point in that? God damn it. What if I click over here on fan funding? Will it tell me? No. Just, they changed everything. It sucks shit. Okay, looks like we're doing bad. Got about $45. Holy shit, is that all? All right, well. Slow show tonight. Hey, if you want to help out the world's greatest show, folks, do it. Going to read all the super chats at the halftime. But for now, speaking of hard times out there, it's time to cover.
Is the economy still bad?
And seems bad, folks. Military members not getting paid as they're supposed to because of the Trump shutdown. And this is how much they really care about the troops, these fake patriots, folks. Here our troops are out at the food bank trying to get a meal.
As I take a step aside here, there is quite a bit of military members and their families in line because of this government shutdown. We're in day 9 of it, and they're here for a food pantry. There's all sorts of food that is available, and I spoke with some military member spouses, and I spoke with some department heads here at the ASYMCA on why this is so important. What's the difference in the amount of people that you've seen from today to previously?
So when we first started coming, there definitely wasn't this amount of people. It was a lot, but it wasn't this amount to where it wrapped around the building. But lately it has been a lot. Like, we were here last week and we were in line for like 2 hours.
In a normal week, we usually run out of food about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Last week we ran out of food about 10:30.
As I take a step aside here, there is quite a bit of
everybody
military
out there, we really support our troops in this fucking country, don't we, folks? It's all so goddamn fake. Meanwhile, USDA warns of insufficient funds for food stamps. They're trying to put the boot on the throat harder and harder, folks. They're trying to starve us out. They're trying to create violence in the streets. They're trying to make people rise up. Imagine what people are going to do when they can't feed their fucking families anymore. The poorest and most vulnerable among us. The Trump administration is warning states that there will be insufficient funds to pay full supplemental nutrition assistance SNAP benefits if the government shutdown extends past October, and they don't seem to have any indication they're going to open it. It seems like they're going to keep it closed on purpose, folks. Meanwhile, in America, all Smithsonian museums to close due to shutdown. We can't even keep museums open anymore, folks. That used to be a staple of America, folks. You could take off on the weekend, take your family to a museum, do a school trip to fucking museums, learn about the history of this country. No more in this third world shithole we all now find ourselves in. It only took 10 months. The entire thing is collapsing. Then it's been reported that the UPS is disposing of packages. Did you guys hear about this?
Waiting for delivery from UPS. The package you've been expecting may have been disposed of. UPS is telling customers, UPS customers rather, are telling us, NBC News, that their packages, including things like tea and telescopes, luxury glassware, musical instruments, even more than that, some worth tens of thousands of dollars, those packages are stuck in customs purgatory or maybe even gone. It's happening because
it's not America anymore.
Tariff exemption on low-value packages ended back in August, and that threw the system into disarray. Thousands of packages from overseas stuck in U.S. Customs limbo and awaiting clearance. And as those packages are piling up in warehouses, UPS tells NBC News it has started disposing of some shipments.
Yay! Let's just throw your packages away because Trump has fucked up the goddamn economy so bad.
Has more.
Hey there, Tom, and anyone that has a package coming into the United States from abroad is likely going to want to listen into this pretty closely, because what we're talking about here is a often not talked about part of the trade law, which is known as the de minimis exemption. And before you roll your eyes, what we're talking
anyway, we got moving along, but yeah, they're throwing your package away, folks. They're like, fuck this shit. All the red tape, all the bullshit. Not going to deal with it anymore. Meanwhile, analysis from Goldman Sachs say consumers are paying 55% of the tariffs so far, and it's only going to increase. The corporations have tried to offset some of the tariffs so far at the very beginning just to try to lessen the blow to consumers. But already it's been 55%. A new Goldman Sachs analysis says American consumers will shoulder 55% of the cost from President Trump's tariffs this year, according to multiple reports. Yes, the largest tax increase in the history of the United States. But folks, this is not even a tax increase. That's the crazy part. These tariffs are not a tax, folks. These tariffs are a tribute to Donald Trump. These tributes are a tithe to Donald Trump. Because normally taxes go to the United States people. Taxes like go to our Fed, right? Goes into our treasury to be spent on our bills, to be spent on our deficit. But instead what they're doing, folks, is the tithe of tariffs that Trump has get, he's allowed to just spend it on whatever he wants, apparently. It's not a tax. It's a tithe to Trump, where he has a slush fund now. He has the world's biggest slush fund, the largest slush fund in the history of this country, where he could just spend it on whatever he wants to. He could just use it to buy votes. He can use it to buy advertising to make sure he stays in power for fucking ever. This is what's happening, folks. He has no legal jurisdiction to do these tariffs to begin with, much less to keep the money, much less to spend the money on whatever he wants it to. The purse strings are supposed to be with the Congress, but none of the rules apply anymore. We have a king now. And the king has put this tribute on all Americans that go fucking straight to him, y'all. We're going to get to more of that in a second, folks. But same store, 1 month apart. Not even a month apart, 2 weeks apart. Hershey's chocolate bar, $4.97 2 weeks ago. This week, $8.25. Everything is accelerating, folks. Even the little creature comforts you used to enjoy are disappearing before your very eyes. Meanwhile, companies closing up shop all over the place. Driftwork says, sadly, it's bye for now, USA. The new tariffs are causing an unprecedented amount of cancellations and returns, as customers are giving huge bills from the carrier for their goods to clear U.S. customs. For us, we haven't just lost the sale. In most cases, Driftworks are also charged the full tariff amount that the customer has refused to pay, on top of the initial delivery charge and the cost of the goods being delivered back to us in the U.K. For 21 years, we have served thousands of customers in the U.S. Unfortunately, for now, the USA has been removed from the list of countries we will ship to. We're very sorry for any inconvenience. If you have an existing order with us, we will be in touch. Many thanks for your understanding, Team Driftworks. Yep. Used to go buy whatever you want to in America. We were used to be like preferred customers around the fucking world. Not anymore. Not anymore. Meanwhile, a major farming machinery maker halts exports to the U.S. One of Europe's biggest farm machinery companies, Krone, has been forced to pause exports of a large equipment to the U.S. because of alarming and little-known new tariffs that are hitting hundreds of products from knitting needles and hair dryers to combine harvesters. So can't even get good tractors anymore in this country. And this is America today, folks. Just in, huge setback for Lockheed Martin. Canada, Spain, and Switzerland and Portugal have canceled F-35 orders amid Trump's tariff war. U.S. defense industry loses $45 billion worth of F-35 deals within weeks, or art of the deal, baby. Trump could not give a shit less, y'all. He got his $1.5 billion airplane for free. He made $10 billion his first year. And they just laughing at us, folks. Meanwhile, they just finalized the $20 billion bailout for Argentina.
To the Trump administration finalizing a $20 billion Argentina bailout. Elizabeth Schulze has that story. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Rebecca. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says the U.S. finalized this controversial $20 billion financial lifeline for Argentina and also took the unusual step of directly buying Argentine pesos. This move is designed to prop up Argentina's struggling currency and support the country's embattled President Javier Milei, who's an ally of President Trump and faces midterm elections in a few weeks.
Yay, midterm elections! They're literally spending $20 billion of our taxpayer money to make sure the guy wins the midterm election in another fucking country, folks. That's what suckers and losers we are. Literally the biggest suckers and losers on the planet. They have universal health care over there. The reason our farmers can't sell their soybeans is because Argentina went behind our back, sold all their soybeans to China. $20 billion bailout to make sure this far-right stooge wins the midterms. It's so ridiculous, but there's no corruption they can't get away with. Meanwhile, this is what I was talking about, folks. The tariffs are not a tax. The tariffs are a slush fund for Trump. Because apparently Trump can just take these tariffs and spend them on anything he wants to. Like, he caused the farmers not to be able to sell their crops, y'all. He caused it by the trade war with China. He caused it by bailing out Argentina when Argentina turned around and they stabbed us in the back by selling their soybeans to China. Trump caused the fucking need for this farmer bailout, and then he's going to take the tariffs, the money he got from me and you, and I guess he's just going to give it to the fucking farmers to buy their vote. Trump has been quietly bailing out the farmers in small amounts, slowly, instead of a giant aid package that would get the attention of the media, or, be legal, go through Congress, who are supposed to hold the purse strings. So far, since April, he's given farmers $27.8 billion, with an additional $30 billion to be distributed by the end of November. All the money the U.S. government is collecting in taxes via tariffs from the American citizen is going straight to the farmers. So basically, Trump is charging an insane national sales tax, and all the revenue taken from it are being sent to the farmers. It's literally wealth redistribution. Yes, it is. Most of it going to these factory farms. These people who are already goddamn billionaires, literally paying them for fucking nothing as he collapses the farmer economy, bailing them out with our goddamn tax dollars. Bailing out Argentina with our tax dollars, folks. Fleecing us goddamn dry. They are insinuating America, y'all. And I agree with this girl.
Yeah, see, I don't give a chicken fried fuck that farmers in Arkansas are losing their family farms. I don't care. I literally couldn't care less.
No chicken fried fucks.
You could not pay me to care. Begging for a handout is the most socialist thing you could do, and who do you think is going to fund it? That's right, blue states. Those crime-riddled, dilapidated cities that you want to send the National Guard into are the very people funding the bailouts that you're begging for, and I don't see why my tax dollars should go to supporting your fucking welfare babies. I'm sorry, I don't care. I also don't care that your homes are getting ripped apart by tornadoes or washed away in floods.
But it's already happening. They are reaping the rewards, so regardless if we care or not, they're still feeding upon us like the feckless feedstock we are.
I don't care that your children are going to suffer measles, smallpox, and mumps because you don't believe that science and vaccine works. I don't care that you're seeing the worst storms ever because, again, you don't believe that science is real or that global warming, a globally accepted fact, actually exists. I don't care. I don't care that your wife lost her job because she was a DEI hire. I don't care that your mail-order bride got ripped away from her children and deported back to her country because you thought for some odd reason you were the exception to their hate. I don't care that cattle ranches are being closed because nobody will import American beef on the account they got rid of the FDA and they're specifically boycotting red states. I don't care that 3 different whiskey manufacturers have filed bankruptcy in the month of July alone, costing America 30,000 jobs because people, again, are specifically boycotting products from red states. I don't care. I don't care that American farmers can't find American citizens to work long hours for shit pay because y'all capitalized on indentured servitude off the backs of illegal immigrants. I don't care. I don't care that it's happening to you because you didn't care until it happened to you. So I don't care that it's happening to you. I'm actually glad. I hope you have the day you fucking voted for. And I pray that the blue states do a soft secession, that we stop paying federal taxes indefinitely so you can see the reality that you guys are America's welfare babies. We told you this was going to happen.
But it doesn't matter. They are getting the welfare. That's the thing. No one's stopping them from doing it. They're getting benefited for it. They're getting rewarded for it. And so they will vote for him again. They will vote to destroy our economy again. Because why wouldn't you? Socialize the profits and make the goddamn losses public. Meanwhile, amidst all this chaos, amidst all these bailouts, amidst all this inflation, who's ready for more tariffs? Yay! More money for Trump's slush fund. I guess he ran out of money bailing out all the farmers, so he needs more money for his slush fund, folks. More ties to the glorious leader, to our God King. And so basically, I'm not reading this whole thing to you, but basically in this diatribe on Truth Social, he says he's going to tariff the Chinese 100% more. Just more tariffs out of the fucking blue. They've done some dastardly shit behind our back that Trump doesn't like, so more tariffs. And he's like, it could be potentially painful. A lot of you may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take, he says, as he makes $10 billion. He doesn't give a shit. So once again, and you're going to be shocked, Trump did a little bit of the insider trading, folks, a little bit of the insider trading. After he announced 100% more tariffs on the stock market crashed, boom, bang, baby. Dropped like a fucking stone, almost 900 points on Friday. S&P trades at record high. President Trump posts statement on massive China tariff increase, cancels meeting with Xi. Crashes down. The dip buyers attempt to step in, but it's not enough. S&P erases $1.2 trillion in 40 minutes, folks. It's Trump 101, Taco Trump 101. He flips the switch on and off in order to crash the economy because you can make money by shorting stocks. And that's what they did, folks. Did you guys know that it's legal to insider trade as long as it's Bitcoin? Apparently that's true because that's what they did, folks. Someone just opened a Bitcoin short 30 minutes before Trump's tariff announcement and just closed with $88 million in profits. He opened this account today. Yay for corruption. Yay for direct in-your-face insider trading.
Welcome to an $190 million insider trading analysis. Someone made $190 million while the crypto markets were crashing yesterday in light of tariffs that seem to have been preempted by a very specific trader. We're going to get into it. I want to be clear that I'm not accusing anyone of a crime here. Insider trading specifically relates to securities. We've been pretty clear that crypto, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, are not securities. So I don't even know what this is. I think this is all legal, kind of. I don't think it should be, as you'll see. But the question is, what did this guy know? Okay, how did somebody make $190 million while everyone else was losing their shirts yesterday? If you don't know, there was one of the biggest crashes we've ever seen in crypto. And someone came in 24 hours before and started placing shorts against the market. Short is just when you bet that the underlying asset is going to go down. And
I'm sorry for anybody that invests in crypto. Fucking losers. It'll be fine. I don't need to retire anyway, but I didn't get the memo on the insider trading, so I didn't make $200 million. It was definitely fucking Trump. What you gotta do? And then he decided to flip the switch again, folks. Next thing you know, don't worry about China. It'll all be fine. Highly respected President Xi just had a bad day. He doesn't want a depression for his country, and neither do I. The USA wants to help China, not hurt it, so I guess that eased tensions. And so today, it went down like 900 points Friday. Today, it went back up almost 600, so it regained a lot of the losses. But still, we're far, far behind what Joe Biden was doing the same point in time as his presidency last year. Trump, not that great for the economy, to be fucking honest with you. Meanwhile, we're determined to stay in the Stone Age, folks, never to progress into the future, to be second fiddle to all the other first world countries, to lose our leadership place for the globe. Bergen cancels nation's largest solar power project. The Trump administration's cancellation of what would have been one of the world's largest solar-powered projects has some industry observers fretting over the future of renewable energy on public land. So obviously renewable energy is the future, right? Obviously pulling oil out of the goddamn ground, digging coal out of the ground. It's not the future of fucking energy. It's fucking solar. It's wind energy. It's nuclear. Anything but what we're doing right now. But of course, America all bought out by the oil industry, by the fossil fuel industry. So we can't have anything. And so, yeah. That's what it boils down to. U.S. moves to cancel one of the largest solar farm. Trump administration scrapes approval for 6.2 gigawatt Nevada project. Meanwhile, over in China built 162 square miles of solar panels on the world's highest plateau, which is even more scary when you understand the future is going to come down to AI and who has the most energy to run their AI programs. It's going to be AI wars of the futures, folks. And man, we're already setting ourselves up for failure. Bigly. Meanwhile, they just doing the corrupt business deals, I would say right out of the open, but I guess this was a hot mic. Oh my God, Trump and Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto, nailed it, have just been caught on hot mic discussing a deal. He asked to speak with Trump's sons, Eric and Don Jr., who do not work in government. That's right, Trump, over there on the taxpayer dime, as his official role as a president, making business deals for his sons over there with presidents of other fucking countries, because America for sale. They're selling the pieces of America off for peanuts, and all the world lining up to buy it, folks. Meanwhile, you're out there selling his watches again, folks, and once again, I've said this before, he's doing it for the love of the game. And I almost admire it. I just got to say, Trump doesn't need to do this, okay? Trump got $10 billion. Even if he makes a couple $1 million selling these watches, folks, that's not even enough money. He would not even know he had it. That's not even spare change in his couch cushions. So why would he go out here and hawk watches when he knows it makes him look like a shyster, when he knows it makes him look like a con man? when he knows it belittles America. Why would he do this? Well, God damn it, he does it for the love of the game.
Hello, everyone. It's President Donald J. Trump, and it's Trump time. Check out this red beauty. It's one of my
Hideous.
new watches.
It literally looks like a $15 watch you can buy from Amazon.
Proudly on your wrist, and everyone will know exactly what it's for, who it represents. It's really going to be something.
That's right. Everybody will know you're a cult member. Hey, how are people going to know you're a cult member if you're not wearing a Trump watch? And apparently all these watches are literally just knockoffs from Rolex, folks. Look at this shit. So this is the Trump Commander. This is the Rolex Datejust. It's just a slightly bigger version. Trump Warrior, it's just a shittier version of this. Trump Fight is a shittier version of this. These are literally Chinese knockoffs. But once again, folks, it's for the fucking love of the game. Trump just sits around at night. He's mentally ill. What keeps him awake at night is not starving children. It's not people dying for lack of health care. It's not children being eradicated in genocidal wars. No, it's the thought that he might have left some money on the table. He might have made a couple other fucking bucks. And he's terrified of that thought, so he's like, how can I make sure I get every dollar I can? Oh, hot watches, whatever. Whatever I have to sell, folks. I just fucking love it. I love the grift. That's what I get up for in the morning. Meanwhile, the entire White House has become a big infomercial. A new purge mask just dropped. This is Corinne Clifford. And holy God, what is with the plastic surgery? Anyway, she's hawking the new satellite phone inside the White House press room. You need a satellite phone, bulletproof gear, and Faraday bags. Blah, blah, blah. And hideous. Oh, my God. Please, no more Botox. Your face will thank me later. Speaking of strange bedfellows, folks, I can't believe I'm saying this, but do you know who suddenly at least based, at least in this video clip? Marjorie Trader Queen! What? What happened to her? And I'm just saying, folks, I've obviously taken the crazy pills because she looks more attractive to me. I know! You can take the shoes off! You can take the shoes off! She looks better to me only because she's talking sense, and when you talk sense, I'm a sapiosexual.
Prices have not come down at all.
The job market is
still extremely difficult.
Right.
Wages have not gone up. Health insurance premiums are going to go up. Car insurance goes up every year. People's homeowners insurance goes up. Rent is going up. Young people have no hope of buying a home. And then when they try to buy a home, they end up, like I said, they end up competing with like Blackstone or somebody else.
The average home buyer now is 38 years old. It just came out.
Right.
The average home buyer, 38.
Crazy times we're living in, folks. I cannot believe I'm unironically and uncritically sharing MTG videos. And one more.
And I'm so disgusted with Washington, D.C. I hate politics. The two-party system is extremely broken. It is failing all of us. And when I look at, here goes another $100 billion to Ukraine or $30 billion to Israel.
That one I agree with.
But yet nobody can afford health insurance premiums. And then I'm getting yelled at by my Republican colleagues for saying that out loud. I'm like, this is
like, who could be responsible for all of this? It's you, bitch. You're responsible. I'm just kidding. Keep the shoes on. Fuck that shit. Oh, yeah. Once again, Trump saying the quiet part out loud, folks. So while the rest of us struggling to get by, struggling to feed our fucking families, living paycheck to paycheck, Trump just making so much money. He don't know what to do with it. He's giddy as fuck. Here he is standing next to the UAE royalty who gave him $2 billion, $2 billion to our president for his crypto company. And here's what he has to say about the guy.
A lot of cash, anybody cash. He just gave me $20 million. I'm the president. I made $2 billion from this motherfucker. This Middle East royalty. America, yeah, suck it, America. Look at his face. He just can't believe it, folks. I can't believe it either, but Trump more surprised than fucking anybody. He like, oh my goddamn shit. I'm the luckiest motherfucker in the world. And then also he's doing that weird pool thing. It's so embarrassing. We're going to cover this weird pool thing more in the stupid Trump section, but just keep note of that. He was doing that all day.
Meanwhile, once again, saying the quiet part out loud, he loves his rich friends. He cannot believe how much money they're making at all our expense, folks. And just giddy to brag about it to his rich friends on his golf course.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Your taxes are coming down.
Yeah, they are. Woo! Largest tax increase in the poor middle class in history, but your motherfucker, your taxes are coming way down as I soak everybody else.
Everyone's happy, honey.
Everybody's happy, honey. That's awesome. Yay! It's so good. It's so good, isn't it, folks? Meanwhile, you want to know how broken this country is? This is crazy, folks. So you know what the AARP is? The Association for American Retired People. It's like when you get 55, you can join this like organization and you can get like a, I don't know, they tow your car or whatever. Isn't that what it is? I don't know. I'm not old enough yet. But apparently it's just revealed that the AARP received $9 billion with a B. That's $9,000 million in royalties from United Healthcare. You know, the company that Luigi blew the guy's brains out because they're the evil healthcare company that's killing thousands of people every year about denying our healthcare coverage as they commercialize our lives, as they turn our life and death into a dollar sign. Well, the AARP, $9 billion in royalties from selling the old boomers who are members of the organization on signing up for United Healthcare. This is how broken our healthcare system is, folks. This is how much money they're making off you, where they can afford to give one organization $9 billion in royalties. AARP received $9 billion in royalties from United Healthcare last year as a part of an agreement to continue selling AARP-branded Medicare products, according to updated financial statements. Imagine if they just took that $9 billion profit that AARP made and they put it back into You're My Healthcare. They actually use that to give people healthcare instead of stealing from us. They're literally robbing us fucking blind. Critics have questioned whether there is a conflict in AARP lobbying on Medicare issues while it collects large sums from firms. Oh, yeah, I'm sure receiving $9 billion in royalties has no effect on your lobbying, right? I'm sure the two things completely separate. An AARP spokesperson said the arrangement was made through a subsidiary, AARP Service Inc., that managed separately and has no input in AARP's policymaking. That's right. We would never use that $9 billion as an excuse to decide what we're going to lobby for. How dare you? Just, God damn it. And this is why we can't have nice things, folks. We're all fucking screwed. Meanwhile, shutdown. Trump's government shutdown in full fucking swing. And once again, I almost admire how ruthless they play this game. Whatever they can do to bend the rules, to break the rules, to spin the narrative, they will fucking do. Apparently, at almost every airport across the nation, when you're going through the screening process, Ice Barbie is playing this clip in front of the TSA, blaming Democrats for the shutdown.
Hi, I'm Christine Ohm, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. It is TSA's top priority to make sure that you have the most pleasant and efficient airport experience as possible while we keep you safe. However, Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many
Republicans own all three branches of government. The Democrats literally, impossibly cannot shut down the government.
Many of our operations are impacted, and most of our TSA...
So let's just blame it. And they have a captive audience. Everybody standing in line has to listen to these messages on repeat. And not the only one doing it. In clear violation of the Hatch Act, DHS uses official channels for North Korea tier partisan shutdown propaganda. They're also playing this all over the public buildings.
This is Micah Bach, Deputy Assistant Secretary at the Department of Homeland Security. In the days following the Democrats' shutdown of our government, our officers have surged forward.
Yeah, Democrat shutdown of our government, folks. Literally using every public channel to lie to the people. I'm sure they're using Trump's slush fund, his tariffs, to promote all this misinformation, too. He can do whatever he wants to, baby. He's a dictator. Meanwhile, on the USDA website, at the top of the page, the radical left Democrats shut down the government. The government website will be updated periodically during the funding lapse for mission-critical functions. Hey, all you people not getting a check at the Forestry Service, it's because of the Democrats. Just every tool at their disposal, folks. It's almost impressive. Meanwhile, all the mass firings have started White House Budget Office mass firings of workers has begun. The White House Budget Office said Friday that mass firings of federal workers have started in an attempt to exert more pressure on Democratic lawmakers who could not open the government if they wanted to. This is 100% a Republican shutdown. They want the government shut down on purpose so Trump can fire all these people and then blame it on the Democrats. But he wants to fire all these people because he's trying to concentrate power at the very fucking top with him. Get rid of everybody else who might get in the way of what he wants to fucking do. That's the whole plan. That's Project 2025. That's what they plan to do from the very fucking beginning, and that's what they're doing. Meanwhile, they're not going to pay you. Remember all the people that took the early buyouts, the early retirements? Well, they're using the shutdown of the government as an excuse not to pay you. It's Trump 101, baby. Trump stiffs people every fucking chance he gets. He didn't get rich by writing a bunch of fucking checks, and you guys wanted him to run the government just like he runs his businesses? Well, here you go. A historic wave of retirements and other departures has swept through the federal workforce in recent months, putting enormous strain on agencies as they cope with a new government shutdown and administration layoffs. The mass exodus, unprecedented in its scale, includes 154,000 federal employees who accepted buyout offers and were largely removed from the payroll as of the end of last month. With a significant reduced workforce of its own, OPM has growing backlog and worsening wait times, raising alarms about the government's ability to smoothly handle this unprecedented personal shift. Complicated the efforts, the government shutdown has furloughed some workers who handle paperwork and payroll, meaning the departing employees who would be receiving their documentation and final annuity payments around this time are experiencing further delays. All right, I ain't gonna pay you. That's what it all boils down to. It's an excuse not to pay you what they fucking owe you. And lest you think they give a shit in any way, folks, you already know they fucking don't. Here's Christianity for you. Here's the Republican top representative. On C-SPAN, they're asking Mike Johnson about the shutdown. Here's what he had to say about it.
Selena, House Speaker Mike Johnson also got some pushback from C-SPAN viewers live on the air. How's he responding to that?
Yeah, that was a rare appearance for the House Speaker taking those live questions. And there was a really notable moment when he was pressed by a military mom who says she's Republican from Virginia. She was laying out the stakes here, and she was frustrated, asking why House Speaker Johnson doesn't bring the House back into session and vote on a bill to ensure that military families are paid. It was a really emotional exchange. Take a listen to what she had to say.
I have two medically fragile children. I have a husband who actively serves this country. He suffers from PTSD from his 2 tours in Afghanistan. If we see a lapse in pay come the 15th, my children do not get to get the medication that's needed for them to live their life. Because
they don't care.
Paycheck to paycheck.
They want you to die.
As a Republican, I'm very disappointed in my party. And
Okay.
I'm very disappointed in you because you
Then you're
have
responsible.
the power to call the House
You'll still
back.
vote for him.
You did that.
You'll still vote for him.
You refused to do that just for
Nobody can help
show.
you.
I am begging you to pass this legislation. My kids could die.
I don't want to say good because I feel sorry for your kids, but holy shit. No lessons will be learned. And if you don't care about your children, why the fuck should I? And folks, that is my halftime. We did it. Halftime of the world's greatest show in the fucking bag. But don't go anywhere. We still have another half of the show to come up. And who loves overtime? We're definitely going to get overtime tonight. Already 90 minutes into the show and already hitting halftime. So big show tonight. But if you're watching on the replay, do me a favor. Aim your camera phone at my QR code. It goes to my PayPal. It'll say Tales of Woke. That's me, baby. I'm the Tell of Woke. And could you chip in a few bucks? Hey, my patron has been, I say this every fucking time, but my Patreon has been lowering, folks. If you want to help me a patron, aim your camera phone. Shut up, Dusty. Nobody's paying any attention. If you click on the more button, it pops down. The very first link goes to my Patreon account. Folks, I'm a digital busker. My entire job is to create free content. Like the guy on the street corner playing an instrument or doing mime shit to entertain you. I'm 100% user supported. The only way I stay in business if you guys chip in a few bucks because you're entertained by me. I don't allow any ads on the show because fuck ads. I don't have any sponsors because fuck sponsors. I don't even take any dark money. I don't take no fucking money. I'm 100% supported by you guys. So if you like what I do, could you help me stay in business? There's no show out there doing what I fucking do. This is it, folks. If this goes off the air, it's not another one fucking like it. And you can feel good in your bones and help keep my show on the air by going and signing up to my Patreon account. It's the first link in the goddamn description of the video. Pops up, boom, click it, and then become a member. Could you find in your heart to chip in whatever you can afford every month and help me not only rescue all these cats and dogs that I rescue, but, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Help me out. If you enjoy this art, please support it. And also, PayPal. There's a link in the description of the video. If you want to PayPal me, I would appreciate it. Do it to it. Thank you in advance. Going to read all the PayPals. Going to read the PayPals at the end of the show, so get them in. All right, let's go ahead and read the Super Chats real quick. BBC Taco Don is just trying to see what he can get away with. Everything, apparently. That's the answer to that. Fight back or we lose. I don't know how to fight back any more than I'm doing. Resist every way that you know. I'm doing it, baby. Don't just take it. Oh, I don't take it. I dish it out. A general strike is imminent. Fuck yeah. Stop purchasing their crap. Done. They only understand money. Hey, I ain't got nothing to spend. So easy for me. And thank you as always, BBC. Welcome to Dust Buddies. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Spam the chat with impunity, you sexy motherfucker. Brian Prenny. 5 tickets to you lucky motherfuckers if you got one. Check the community section of YouTube for the link to the after party. Not tonight. Not tonight. I barely got the show together as is, folks. It's so long. You know how hard it is to organize this much information? Very. But thank you. Tune in next show for the after party and give Brian Prenty your love. Thank you, Brian. Slut buddy. Woo-woo. I'll slut it up for you, Kevin Milligan. Just let me know where to lick it. Darn it. $5. My favorite meme this week. Obama holding a Nobel Prize over his head. Trump trying to grab it. Rock on, Dusty. I do agree with Trump, though. They did give Obama a Nobel Prize for fucking nothing. They gave him a prize. They're like, we're giving this prize in hopes that you'll be peaceful, but he wasn't fucking peaceful. He increased drone strike at like 400%, so fuck that guy. And hey, thank you, darn it. Ivy Evans, 10 tickets, fuck yeah. Hey, if you got a ticket, give Ivy Evans your love and spam the chat with impunity now with the customized emojis you got. Hey, if you didn't want one, if you want one of those tickets, you got to tune in live. If you're watching on the replay, hey, that's fine. But if you're here live, randomly, the heroes in the show, like Ivy Evans, give tickets away, the lucky motherfuckers watching. So come join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Is that 10 East, Western? I don't fucking know. You'll figure it out. You're smart. Jerry Ann Cook. Hey, did I get your name right? Jerry Ann. Frat guys, hell yeah, Jerry Ann. I'll get that someday, but thank you. Joe, 5 tickets, fuck yeah. If it's so generous with the tickets. Thanks tonight, guys. Give Jupe your love. Cryo Drago, $2, 2 and 2. We're getting closer to totalitarianism. What do you mean getting closer? We're way past that. 666, Hell Satan, Jupe. It's grand. It's a grand night. I'm making the chicken burgers as my pets enthusiastically encircle. Man, I've been eating so much fucking protein bars, y'all. That's my whole diet now. Nothing but protein bars, but it's pretty good. Kevin Belmont Luna. I can't let our sexy silver fox down. Boom! Love you, sexy Kevin Belmont Luna. Silence helps the tyrant. That's true. Vote with your dollars and help the world's greatest show. Noise helps the truth. I'm doing my part. Are you doing yours? Chubby, $5. Nothing wrong with the Argentina bailout. They are ally. Do you want their economy to collapse again? I guess that's a joke, but fuck them. I'm more worried about our economy. We should not be bailing out their far-right leader. Why would we do that? Why would we allow Trump to use our tax dollars to bail out an unpopular leader whose economy has fucking failed? That's absolute goddamn bullshit, and you know it. I don't know if you're a fucking troll or not, but hey, I'll take your $5 and thank you, your pounds, and $50 from BBC, Mr. What? Hell yeah, the pit bull amongst us all. BBC, helping me keep the lights on, and thank you, BBC. Everybody, give your love to BBC. If you love the show, please, if you can't support it, support the people who are supporting it. But more importantly, you support it. Still plenty of time to get your super chat in. And also, PayPal. We're going to read all the PayPals at the end of the show, folks. Thank you in advance. But moving right along, we just getting into the Chud Watch, folks. Just now. That's right. Time for some Chud Classic.
Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud.
And creepy ass Trump spending another week celebrating losers. This week, Trump Gala to honor cavalcade of creeps and kooks. A pop-up ad on Trump's True Social page today promotes the coming second annual Champions for America. Oh, goody. Let's see who these champions are. Special guests are Michael Flynn, of course, QAnon moonbat, Michael Flynn, Mike Tyson, of course, Mike Tyson, a giant piece of shit. He's a rapist, y'all. He's literally a convicted rapist. He raped, not only did he get convicted of raping somebody, but he got accused of like rape or attempted rape by a bunch of different women. He's like one of the trash humans on the planet, Mike Tyson. I don't understand why people like him, because he's not a good person. Far-right broadcaster Benny Johnson. Remember a time where taking hundreds of thousands of dollars under the table from Russians would hurt your career? Not anymore, baby. You literally get invited to the White House and declared a hero for selling out your country and taking money under the table from Russians. That's where we're at right now. Jim Caviezel, who hadn't done shit with his fucking career in a long time. He's a moonbat actor, I guess. And crypto titan Brock Pierce, oh goody. And James O'Keefe, yay, all the big uns coming out for this kookery. Meanwhile, Trump doing his best to rewrite history right before our very eyes. Trump says the Biden FBI placed 274 agents in the crowd on January 6th. They did what, folks? You're never going to believe this. Okay. On January 6th, Joe Biden, who wasn't president yet, sent people back in time from the FBI. Even though Trump was president on January 6th during the riot, somehow Joe Biden, who wouldn't be president for another 2 weeks, managed to send FBI into the Capitol building to set Donald Trump up. It's true. If this is so, it's not so. Which it is not. A lot of very good people will be owed big apologies. Nobody's owed apologies. What a scam. Do something. You were literally the president. You are currently the president. What do you want people to do? Anyway, it doesn't matter, folks. It only matters who controls the airwaves. And they control it, folks. They have it all locked down. And I guess it's Columbus Day today. I don't know. I don't celebrate that. I celebrate Indigenous People Day. But, folks, remember Columbus? So I'm not even making this up. Columbus, literally a pedophile, like a well-known pedophile. Like had sex with all kinds of children, murdered a bunch of people, genocided a bunch of people, cut a bunch of people's hands off, and he enslaved a bunch of people. So legitimately one of the worst humans to ever exist. But I guess he accidentally landed on this continent, not even North America, just another part of this continent at one point. And because he massacred so many people, they made him a leader and a hero because, of course, we did. We're the worst. And then they named some shit after him. And so now, even though we know exactly who he was, what a horrible, horrible monster he was, we still got to pretend like it's not true because of patriotism and America. So here's Trump shoving it in all our libtard faces by telling us Columbus is back on the menu.
Christopher Columbus obviously discovered the New World in 1492. He was a great Italian explorer. He sailed his 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, across the Atlantic Ocean and landed in what's today the Caribbean. But this is a particularly important holiday for Italian Americans who celebrate the legacy of Christopher Columbus and the innovation and explorer zeal that he represented.
In other words, we're calling it Columbus Day.
Yes.
Yay! Finally, Columbus Day was back. What's that? It was always Columbus Day? Shut the fuck up. Trump brought it back, you motherfuckers. Then once again, he met with world leaders and just did that weird hand-jerking thing. Now, I always thought this is stupid. You know what I'm talking about? It's where Trump shakes somebody's hand and then he like jerks them towards him. And I guess he must have read this in one of those alpha male manuals or one of those non-linear programming NLP manuals. I guess it's supposed to be a dominant move where you prove that you're more masculine or dominant than whoever you're, I guess, up against by pulling their hand towards you. But it seems so stupid to me. Like when I see shit like this, I'm like, who is this for? Like, does this really work? But it must work. He's the president of the United States. To me, like if somebody were to jerk me around like that, all it makes me think is not like you're dominant over me. It just makes me think I want to stab you in the eyeball. I want to stab you in the face immediately. And I definitely don't want to ever shake your hand again. You're clearly, something's wrong with you. You have some kind of mental deficiency. This is just real weird. I would just pull my hand away and just look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, here he is. First, dealing with Orban. Pull it towards me. Yeah, pull it. I'm dominating this guy by jerking his hand towards me. I would literally immediately let go of his hand. Like, who does this work for? I guess this must be just for his cult members that are watching. Who's like, look at our alpha male dominating. I guess that's who that's for. And this is so weird. This whole thing is so weird. Let's jerk back and forth. Back and forth. Trump got a death grip on his hand. And he's like, one more pull, one more pull. Let me go, dude. You fucking weirdo. Just freaks. We're ruled by the dumbest motherfuckers. Everything is so stupid all the time. And speaking of which, folks, if you don't already know, the GOP stands for the Guardians of Pedophiles. And the fix is already in. The cover-up is already happening, folks. They're about to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. The Wall Street Journal reports that Ghislaine Maxwell had a meeting with an unknown person in her new prison camp, during which the entire prison was on lockdown. Inmates say she is getting unusually favorable treatment. On a weekend in mid-August, hundreds of inmates at a minimum security prison in Byron, Texas, were locked down during their usual time for strolling the grassy campus and visiting with family and friends, all except one, Ghislaine Maxwell, the 63-year-old associate of Jeffrey Epstein, convicted for her role in helping him sexually abuse underage teens. Man, if they wrote a story, a movie, and in the movie, the president of the United States just publicly pardoned the most famous pedophile in the world, who was also his co-conspirator, in order to keep her quiet, and just did it in front of everybody, we would all be like, all right, that's stupid. All right, I cannot suspend my disbelief enough. That's too fucking far-fetched. That would never happen in real life. Not only is it happening, he's going to get away with it. Every one of the right-wing influencers who dominates our social media is going to get on there and sell it on how it's actually a good thing. They're going to make this one a hero when it's all said and done. It's the craziest fucking timeline imaginable. And New Street Art LA pretty much got it dead on. They are the Guardians of Pedophiles, folks, the GOP. And you got little Weird Ash Fash Patel as Groot. You have Speaker Johnson as a little, I want to say, raccoon, rat motherfucker. Donald Trump definitely not cool enough to be Star-Lord, even though that is Chris Pratt, so that makes sense. Pam Bondi as, I don't know, the woman. And is that supposed to be Batista? No, Couchfucker can't be Batista, but I like the name. Guardians of Pedophile, that works out pretty damn well. Then John Oliver, folks, spent his whole fucking show talking about what happened at CBS. CBS used to be one of the last serious news organizations. And as I've been telling you guys, every domino falling for Donald Trump, every knee bending for the fascist takeover our whole country, 100% dominance by the state-run media. And now CBS is falling by the wayside too, by putting Barry Weiss in charge of CBS News, folks. Now, Barry Weiss, if you don't know, Barry Weiss is one of these online influencers. She's not even that popular. One of these online influencers, one of these people that pretends like she's on the left or was on the left, but because the left is so crazy, she's criticizing the left from the left, and so she always spreads right-wing talking points. She's the one responsible for the intellectual dark web. Remember, that was the group of Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan, Ben Shapiro, all these fucking chuds. She's the one that came up with that idea, did the whole glow up of them. And so she came out with like a magazine. Her magazine only made $15 million a year. It was kind of a rag. So CBS, even though the magazine was only making $15 a year, CBS buys it for $150 million and puts her in charge of CBS News. Even though she has almost no experience in this, but because she is this fake right-wing propagandist, and also she's a giant Zionist shill, a complete genocide apologist, they put her in charge of CBS News. And so literally for 30 minutes, John Oliver is explaining exactly who she is, what she's all about, and how horrible this is for journalism. Here's just a simple minute from the show. 100% right-wing takeover from this Zionist shill, and Trump is giddy about it. Another domino has fallen. Trump boasts about MAGA takeover at CBS. It's not even just Barry White at CBS. It's a whole executive shakeup of right-wingers taking over the news organization. The White House released audio of Trump's press gaggle on Sunday, during which he praised Larry and David Ellison, the father-son duo that now owns Paramount CBS parent company. Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle, is a close ally of Trump and is taking part in the U.S.-backed takeover of TikTok. So it's not just CBS News, folks. It's TikTok. It's everything. Trump says, well, I tell you what, Larry Ellison is great and his son David is great. They're friends of mine. They're big supporters of mine, and they'll do the right thing. They're going to make CBS. Hopefully they'll, they call it the Tiffany Network, and it's got great potential. CBS has great potential. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, Trump concluded. He's so happy, folks. More state-run media by our oligarchs, and they've taken over everything. Same guy bought TikTok. Guess who's going to be one of the chief executives of TikTok deciding what you see, folks? Of course, Barron Trump, the Democrat, so fucking feckless. Israel talked Joe Biden into threatening TikTok, making the U.S. government threaten to ban TikTok so then Trump can come in, let his billionaire friends buy it up and put his son in fucking charge. So you can expect to see nothing but pro-Israel propaganda, pro-Republican talking points. One more outlet for progressive information snuffed out, folks. It'll be exactly like they do Twitter, where any right-wing narratives get boosted, get signal boosted, get put on your front page, while any progressive ideas get shadow banned, get silenced. That's exactly how they take over everything, folks. It's almost impressive. Meanwhile, they already got Facebook, y'all. Meta's new anti-bias advisor is spreading MAGA lies. Just another right-wing chug is in charge of Facebook's anti-bias, which means anything that goes against right-wing talking points. They're going to snuff it out, folks. They're making sure right-wingers have top positions in every social media if they don't own them outright. A prominent anti-DEI campaigner appointed by Meta in August as an advisor on AI bias has spent the week since his appointment spreading disinformation about shootings, transgender people, vaccines, crime, and protest. Robbie Starbuck, 36, of Nashville, was appointed in August as an advisor by Meta, owner of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and other tech platforms, in an August lawsuit settlement. Yep. Every duck in a row, folks. A total media takeover. It doesn't matter what the truth is, folks. It matters who owns the airwaves, and they have it locked the fuck down. It's gotten so bad that Trump can literally tweet out crimes against humanity, crimes that are worse than Watergate, and nothing happens. It should be the biggest story in the world, but doesn't even barely get reported. So you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, Donald Trump tweeted out this message to Pam Bondi, where he directed her to go after his political enemies. He even said that she should fire one prosecutor that wasn't filing frivolous charges against his political enemy, and put this beauty queen, who had never tried a case before, in the highest levels of the Department of Justice so she could go after Trump's political enemies. It turns out, folks, nobody knew if he actually sent that publicly by mistake because he has Alzheimer's, or he was just doing that publicly. It turns out he accidentally did that, folks. He accidentally sent out his private message to Pam Bondi publicly, where he's ordering her to commit crimes. Donald Trump accidentally posted an incendiary private message to Attorney General Pam Bondi on his public Truth Social account, according to a report. The president's furious note addressed to Pam ultimately went out to his 10.8 million social media followers rather than directly to Bondi. And yay, we have an insane Alzheimer Hitler wannabe running everything, literally posting crimes to his social media. That's the guy that should be fucking ruling us. And this is the woman he told her to hire to go after his political enemies. And they did it, folks. DOJ grand jury indicted Attorney General Letitia James. They're sending a very clear message. This is what the mafia always does. If you come after us, we come after you. We come after your family. There is no justice in our society, folks. The criminals rule us, and if you decide to be one of the good guys that tries to hold the criminals accountable, you are the one that gets hurt in the end. A federal grand jury indicted Letitia James on Thursday, according to a person familiar with the matter. Meanwhile, some people at least trying to stand up and fight back a little bit. Over in Boston, MIT rejects Trump's demands to magify policies. They're trying to punish any higher education who doesn't bend the knee to Donald Trump, who doesn't allow him to choose your curriculum, your professors, your students. MIT's president turned down the Trump administration's offer of priority access for federal funding Friday, publicly releasing a letter that emphasized the elite university's values, including free expression and the core belief that scientific funding should be based on scientific merit alone, but it's not. These higher education colleges can't possibly compete if they don't have this funding money. And Donald Trump using the purse strings, he's not supposed to have this power, but using them to punish any college that doesn't bend the knee and turn into another MAGA indoctrination site. Meanwhile, he seems to be talking a lot lately about going to heaven, folks, and he doesn't think he's a shoo-in. I guess if he thinks he's a big piece of shit, I have to believe him.
Go ahead. You had talked a couple weeks ago, you were doing an interview, and you talked about how you hope to end the war in Ukraine because it might help you get into heaven. How does this help? Does this help?
I mean, you know, I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven, okay? I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound.
Is it because of all the pedophilia? It's because you and Jeffrey Epstein were best friends and all the rape and pedophilia you did? It's probably because of the pedophilia. A lot of other crimes too, though. You know, I don't want to pigeonhole you in with just the pedophilia because, God damn it, there's so much to choose from. Meanwhile, they've eradicated the CDC, everybody. Gone but not forgotten. CDC axes entire office in Friday night massacre. Dozens of CDC employees were notified late Friday night that they were being terminated, according to several former and current CDC officials and employees. The agency's Washington office was terminated, as well as employees in the Global Health Center and the National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases, according to a current CDC official and a former administration official with direct knowledge of the reduction in force notices. Yep, over, folks. And hey, what did we need a Center for Disease Control for anyway? It's exactly what they did last time, folks. Trump disbanded the pandemic task force response team, specifically set up to handle things like COVID. Then COVID hit. 1 million extra people died. They're setting up for the exact same thing again, folks. And they're going to cut your medical care. They want all of you to fucking die, folks. That's the plan. It's very, very obvious what is happening. And then, similarly, Trump administration wipes out the Office for Special Education. That's right, the federal office that handles special needs students. Gone. The United States Department of Education fired nearly everyone in the Office of Special Education and Rehabilitative Services in a wave of new layoffs that began Friday, according to the union representatives, the agency employees. Without an official estimate from the agency, it wasn't immediately clear how many people in the division were fired, yet based on reports from staff and their managers, most employees below the leadership level were part of the workforce reduction. So, yay! Nothing else for our special needs kids. Fuck them, right? The most vulnerable and needy in our society. That's what the Nazis did, folks. They let them die. They decided they weren't worth it. They turned their backs on them. Just one bad thing after another. And yes, as Kyle Kulinski says, you need to understand the Republicans hate you. Even if you vote for them, they fucking hate you and actively want to harm you. If you don't make tons of fucking money, if you're not an earner, they don't want you to fucking live, you idiots. And hey, like, if you vote for them, I don't want you to live either, so I'm with them, to be honest with you. Me and them on the same page as far as that goes. Meanwhile, FEMA to staff, named whistleblowers are getting fired. Nothing fascists hate more than whistleblowers. You're not allowed to tell what's going on behind closed doors, and they would do whatever they can to root you out and punish you, make an example out of you. Federal Emergency Management Agency personnel who signed an open letter criticizing President Donald Trump's cuts to disaster funding have been interrogated in recent weeks in an effort to determine the names of colleagues who endorsed the letter anonymously or distributed it. Yeah, fuck you for signing that letter. It's going to fire every one of you. And hey, you better rat out all your friends or you're going to be fired too. No loyalty whatsoever. You better all rat each other out. Like it's every goddamn fascist organization ever. It's the same fucking playbook. And on that tip, outlets refuse to sign Paranoid Pete's press policy. So the Department of War has a new policy. And the policy is this. Any news organization that wants to have the cooperation of the Department of War, it has to get the Department of War's permission before they publish any story from now on. Which means they're not allowed to publish any story that the Department of War doesn't approve on. Which, yes, folks, 100% state-run media. And if you're not willing to go along with that, if you're not willing to get permission from our government before you post stories about them, then you don't get access. Cut off. Journalists working at the Washington Post, the New York Times, and other major news publications will not sign the Defense Department's restrictive news policies by Tuesday afternoon deadline. The Atlantic, CNN, and The Guardian, along with the trade publication Breaking Defense, have also said they will not sign the new agreement. The policy says reporters cannot obtain or solicit any information the Defense Department does not explicitly authorize. Any media representatives who do not sign by Tuesday at 5 p.m. will have 24 hours to turn their press credentials and clear out the Pentagon facilities. After pushback from reporters, news organizations, and press freedom advocacy groups, the Pentagon expanded the prohibition in the document. So, yep, gotta have the government's permission. Can't post shit we don't want. That's every fascist regime ever, folks. State-run media. For the most transparent administration ever. Meanwhile, hypocrisy is all they got, folks. Remember, a few years ago, DEI was cool, and so they were all in it, folks. Whatever they could do to forward their careers. Pete Kegsbreth championed diversity back 12 years ago in 2013. Defense Secretary Pete Kegsbreth previously championed diversity in a 2013 policy brief for Harvard's Kennedy School before knocking it as a crutch for minorities. But yeah, conservatives always ain't about shit. Whatever they say today, they'll say the opposite of tomorrow, as long as it gets them ahead. Meanwhile, folks, we're in danger. Remember, Dominion, the company that has all the voting machines, the ones they claim were used to steal the election, the one they claim you could tamper with and steal votes, well, they bought them, y'all. Republicans bought them. They bought the whole goddamn voting system. Dominion voting system, the voting machine behemoth the President Trump and his allies basically attacked after the 2020 election, has been sold to a Missouri-based company run by a former Republican election official. Axios has learned Dominion is one of the biggest election equipment providers and was used by 27 states during the 2024 year election. Just holy shit, y'all. Every single thing they can lock down, all of our news media, all of our fucking social media, all of our goddamn government organizations, now our voting machines, they have it locked up, folks. They're making it to where every single state is gerrymandered so bad that all red states are 100% red. So if they cannot steal the election one way, they're going to steal it another way, folks. I do not know how you fight back against any of this. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm sorry to be so black-pilled and such a doomer. It's just one thing after a fucking another. They're doing everything they want to do. They're getting away with it. Luckily, folks, as I told you before, we don't actually have to do anything. The system will collapse on its own because it's untenable, you know? It literally cannot continue forever like this. Meanwhile, folks, this should be in the Beyond Parody section, really, but no self-awareness whatsoever. Republicans own all three branches of government. They own all the media, all the social media, everything. Here's Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson.
If you look at the polling, the people's faith in the federal government is at an all-time low. Why? Because they don't see that it's being done well.
Yes, says the guy specifically running the whole fucking thing. A stranglehold. No shit, Sherlock. Meanwhile, Republicans have all the money, and as long as unlimited money are allowed in our politics, we will never be free, folks. The system will never work. Now they're using their money to go after Latinos. Now they're going to try to convince you after they've rounded up all the brown people, after they've harassed you, after they violated your rights. Now they're going to spend their money to try to brainwash you into voting against your own best interest again. The Koch Group launches major push for Latino voters. The Libre Initiative, a nonprofit funded in part by the Koch family conservative political network, is launching a 7-figure nationwide campaign to reach Latino voters ahead of the country's 250th anniversary, and it'll probably work. They'll find 10, 12% of brown people to sell out their own people, to vote against their own best interests because of trans people or wokeness or whatever bullshit they used to melt their brain with. Because money is all that matters. Meanwhile, conservatives are forever locked in 2016. It's crazy how they never evolve. It was like the golden age for them. They can never move on from. Case in point, Kid Rock's latest appearance on Fox News.
But
Speaking of music,
That's pretty easy. You know what's stupid? You know what's stupid is people who think they're cooler than Art Thou that worry about their outfit every day.
Yeah, you know it's stupid. People that think they're so cool thinking about their outfit. Says this guy who definitely doesn't care about his outfit at all. Wearing a cowboy hat and sunglasses in fucking doors, gaudy ass silver and fucking gold change, and a Detroit shirt. Look like you spent 2 hours in the fucking goddamn closet. Sucking a dick, finding an outfit.
Like, some of these rock singers that live here in Nashville, I won't say any names, or these, chicks running around in their campuses with blue hair and, their 5 nose rings.
Yeah, blue hair college kids. Isn't that the biggest problem at SJW is blue hair?
Oh my God, what year is this? They never fucking move past this shit, but I guess it works. I guess they'll find some Latino people who will vote against other Latinos because the blue-haired college kids. Meanwhile, more bankruptcy for our country. All of this crime they're doing. All this abuse of our rights. Some people are suing, going to win major lawsuits like this librarian who just got a $700,000 settlement. A former Wyoming library director who was fired amid an uproar over books with sexual content and LGBTQ plus themes that some people complained were inappropriate for youngsters and who sought their removal from youth shelves will be paid $700,000 after settling a lawsuit. So yes, they abuse us and then they make us pay for our own abuse. The biggest fucking suckers and losers. Meanwhile, folks, Elon Musk is a genius, y'all. I'm sorry, I finally admit it. He's finally found someone to buy all these ugly-ass cyber trucks that he's having trouble selling, y'all. Fucking genius. Elon Musk gonna sell all these cyber trucks to Elon Musk! Yes, SpaceX and XAI are buying Musk unsold cyber trucks, and that's just genius enough to work. Nobody buying these ridiculous eyesores, so I'm just gonna buy from my own companies and send them over there to sit in their fucking parking lots. Yay! I actually saw one of these in Grenada the other day for the first time ever, y'all, and it's just as ugly in person as it is in fucking pictures. I can't believe it! Like, the thing about it is, like, I guess it sounds like a cool idea on paper, but the stainless steel, it has discolorings everywhere. It doesn't keep the same, like, sheen throughout it all, so it just looks dirty and rusty and terrible. Like the worst you could possibly pick for the outside of a truck. Like, if it was wrapped in black or something, maybe it looked good, but just terrible. But anyway, sold to Elon Musk. And all right, folks, that is my Chud Watch for this evening, and pretty good, to be honest with you. And who loves overtime? You all love overtime, folks. We're into hour 2 of the world's greatest show, and if you love overtime, reward me, super chat me, PayPal me, everything. Help me keep the lights on. Don't leave me hanging, folks. I need your help. But let's move along, folks. Let's keep it going. I got a quick Charlie Kirk section, but everybody loves the Charlie Kirk theme song, so here you go. Dear Charlie Kirk, I'm sorry you got murked. Dude, you were the GOAT. You breached 428, then some dude who was gay shot you in the throat. You had a lot of takes, and most were super bad. You had a lot of takes, Charlie, and now you're super dead. Woo! And first off, all tonight's Charlie Kirk coverage. Senate Republicans introduced bill to rename street in front of the White House as the Charlie Kirk Patriot Way. Today, Senator Rick Scott led Senator Mike Lee, Marsha Blackburn, Bernie Moreno, and Josh Hawley into introducing the Charlie Kirk Patriot Way Act to honor the legacy of Charlie Kirk by designating a street in our nation's capital Charlie Kirk Patriot Way. Yes, they want you to continuously think about this white supremacist, folks, because Charlie Kirk was just a member of the Republican Party. Turning Point USA, just an extension, so they want you to continuously think about him, but also think about left-wing violence, which they'll claim killed Charlie Kirk. And they want that on your mind at all times because it's a big cult, baby. And whatever they can do to control the narrative, they're going to do, even if they have to rename every fucking street in America after Charlie Kirk. Meanwhile, in shit that really happened, this evangelical, she saw Charlie Kirk riding in heaven, folks. Let's have a listen.
This morning when I was praying and going over my notes,
as you do,
and reading this, the Lord showed me that he showed me Charlie in heaven.
Good.
And like I said, I don't know anything about Charlie, so I hope somebody puts in the chat or lets me know if
Sure, Jan.
if this is what you know about him. But I saw Charlie this morning.
Did you?
Riding on a horse.
Oh, did you?
With Jesus,
Oh,
and
cool.
Jesus has given him like a horse ranch.
Oh,
He has
good.
a ranch.
Well, I'm glad he's dead then. Good for Charlie.
And he has all these animals, and
It's a
I
bunch of
just feel
horses?
like Charlie loved horses. And right now, with this morning, he was on these horses, and he was riding
all
in
around,
his
y'all.
horse ranch with Jesus.
Man, if I was in heaven, I'd be flying. I ain't riding no fucking horse. Of all the shit you could do, why the fuck would you ride a horse? Goddamn it, even in heaven, Charlie Kirk is boring. Anyway, and last but not least, folks, this is the scariest post on my entire show. Out of everything I post tonight, this is literally the one that scares me the most. Apparently, this guy got arrested for posting this meme. Larry Bushart. This seems relevant today. The meme says, "We have to get over it." He quotes Donald Trump on the Perry High School mass shooting one day after. And they arrested him for this and got a $2 million bond. Can somebody explain this to me? This is maybe the scariest thing I've ever fucking posted. Here's an article about it. Tennessee man arrested for posting meme threatening violence, quote unquote, in Facebook group for Charlie Kirk vigil. Members of the Perry County community reportedly believed he was making threats against local schools. A Tennessee man was arrested on Monday for making threats of mass violence after posting a meme in a Facebook group where people were organizing a vigil for Charlie Kirk. Larry Bushart, 61, a former police officer, posted a meme of President Donald Trump in the Perry County community group page as members of the page were organizing a vigil to honor Kirk. In response, Bushart posted a meme of Trump that featured a photo of the president with a quote he gave just one day after a 2024 mass shooting at Perry High School in Iowa. "We have to get over it, Donald Trump," on the Perry High School mass shooting one day after, the text on the meme read. However, members of the group interpreted Bushart's post as how's that a threat? Against their local high school, which is also called Perry County High School. Investigators believe Bushart was fully aware of the fear his post would cause and intentionally sought to create hysteria within the community. So they're just looking for an excuse to round anybody up and arrest you. If they can arrest this guy for this, they can arrest me for every word I've ever fucking said. This is so fucking scary, folks. Holy shit. I hope it goes well for this guy and he makes an example out of whoever is trying to prosecute him for this. But talk about the death of fucking free speech in this country. It's so scary, and that is my Charlie Kirk section for the night, folks. So touchy all the free speech absolutist Charlie Kirk fans are. It's almost like they don't believe in anything. Weird. And all right, folks, I got a religious bullshit coming up. You guys are never gonna guess what happened. I got a quick free Palestine. I don't know, maybe good news. We'll see. It's hard to find any good news, but we'll see. Then I got a what the fuck trash world combo, because everybody loves combos. And then I got a couple Beyond Parodies coming up. So about 20 minutes of show to go, folks. But for right now, sing along if you know the words. It's religious bullshit. Religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Yeah! And folks, it's not a youth pastor this time. Okay, so that is shocking. However, they finally caught one. Peoria pastor arrested and accused of things.
At 4 o'clock, a Peoria pastor is behind bars accused of crimes involving a child.
Shocker.
Pekin police report 47-year-old Michael Richardson of Pekin was arrested yesterday.
Fucking Kramer.
He's accused of disseminating harmful materials to a juvenile. This is a Class 4 felony. Now, according to the Illinois criminal statute, this charge includes nudity or sexual conduct in the form of pictures, drawings, games, or other visual depictions. Now, Pekin police says that the department was notified of evidence relating to that charge on Sunday. Now, this is a
almost like there's a pattern, folks. And then you guys know me, my favorite type of video of all kind. Christian thirst traps, fucking Christian church traps. Love it. Love me some Christian thirst traps, folks. You know what Christian thirst trap is? It's where Christians post a video and they pretend their video is to glorify Jesus Christ and to spread a positive message, but it's very clear that's completely bullshit. The entire reason they post their video is to look fucking sexy and try to get laid. This has nothing to do with the glorification of Christ. This is all about your own fucking ego. Anyway, it says, God counted every single hair on your head. He certainly didn't get your gender wrong. And look at my hair. So sexy, I'm so pious. Fuck transgender people. Only, hey, if God counted every single head on your hair. People get cancer, you know that, right? I guess God's just kooky as shit. God knows your gender, but sometimes he just gives you fucking cancer because God, he's got a sense of humor. Don't think about it though, folks. Don't think, hey, God can give you cancer. That's just part of his all-wise plan, but he would never make you transgender, all right? I can explain away anything, any horrible thing God does, but not transgenderism. Look at my hair. My hair's great. Meanwhile, did you guys hear about the Christian nationalist late night show that Christians try to put together? Now, this might sound familiar because they did another show like this that I actually covered. This is not that show. This is a second Christian late night show, and it's even worse than you fucking think. So this Christian organization got a bunch of their donors to spend $500,000 in donations, and then they funded Eric Matexas, who is, he wrote VeggieTales. He's not a comedian. He's not an actor. He's not intelligent. He's not funny. But he is Christian. So they gave him $500,000 to make a new late night talk show, which they then shopped to all the major networks to try to take over some of the time slots at late night, and everybody passed on. And hey, I saw this, so you have to. I don't hate you that much, so we're only going to watch a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the talk show starring Eric Metaxas.
From the Century Clubhouse Theater in New York City, this is the talk show starring Eric Metaxas. I'm Alvin Sadar, along with Zach Mullen and the Clubhouse Band, inviting you to join Eric and his guest, Carrot Top,
Carrot Top,
from the Partridge Family,
Danny Bonaducci, they got the big ones.
Megastar,
Adam Wahid, no way, not Adam. Kenny Pescatelli, holy
Ladies
shit.
and gentlemen,
woo.
He's got a jar of peanut butter, and he's not afraid to use it.
He's got peanut butter. He's got a whole jar of peanut butter. He's not afraid to use it. That's just some top shelf joke right there, folks. Peanut butter.
Eric Metaxas.
Woo! So hip, Mr. T and Christopher Walken. Don't worry. He's got great stage presence, y'all. He's a comedic genius. Just wait for the jokes. Prepare to laugh. We're all gonna laugh.
Big news from the world of show business.
Big
Harrison Ford will be returning for a 5th Indiana Jones movie. Yeah, in this one, Harrison will find an ancient artifact by looking in the mirror.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself! That's it! I'm done, God! I'm done! That was the straw that broke the camel's back. That was it. Suicide. Anyway, later. I'll do that later. And all right, just kidding. Do not block me. Facebook, YouTube, whatever this is. And gonna finish you guys off with some more based preaching. So, folks, people have told me this gentleman, James Tallarico, is a Zionist. No, can't have fucking anything, folks. Can't have anything. Everybody sucks shit. Still, I hand it to him. As far as preaching goes, if I have to give preaching any credit, this is the type of preaching I'll give credit to.
On my first day in office, I put my hand on the Bible, and I swore an oath to the Constitution, not the other way around. I'm a Christian, but I know the most dangerous form of government is theocracy. Because the only thing worse than a tyrant is a tyrant who thinks they're on a mission from God.
Yeah, preach!
My faith in Jesus leads me to reject Christian nationalism and commit myself.
Hey, my lack of faith in Jesus leads me to reject Christian nationalism, so.
And commit myself to the project of a multiracial, multicultural democracy where we can all freely love God and fully love our neighbors.
Or not love God at all. In fact, reject and make fun of him as much as we possibly can. That's what I vote for. But anyway, let's see. Move that down. Boom. All right. That is my religious bullshit for this evening, folks. Fuck yeah. Preach. Pretty good. But also child murder apologist Zionist. So that's pretty much what I expect from Christianity at this point, to be honest with you. Skilled communicator. He is. Got the gift of gab. I'll give him that. And all right, get your super chats in, folks. It's time to get super depressed. Although, some good news, I guess. We'll see what happens. Sort of good, sort of not. It's a mixed bag. It's time to free Palestine! And folks, once again, let's remind you what the lives of Palestinian people are like. Where you live under occupation, under the rule of a cruel terrorist organization of all time who is just trying to make you fight back so they can kill you, who is just trying to steal your dignity, trying to make you feel hopeless, where you have nothing to lose. Case in point, another day under Israeli occupation. And imagine you're out there with your son getting beat, just trying to live your life, just trying to keep some dignity. And these jackbooted thugs want to beat you. And this is America, folks. This is what's coming to our shores. This is what they're funding the secret police more than the goddamn Marines for. This is what they're preparing us for, y'all. It's already all happening. They're going to import this to the U.S. They've already done it. Meanwhile, back in 2017, Donald Trump talking about Qatar. Remember Qatar? They're the people that just gave him the free $500 million plane, which now he's taking $1 billion and retrofitting it, $1.5 billion and a free plane for our president. Here he is talking about this same group, 2017.
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism.
Still are.
At a very high level.
They still are, yes.
And in the wake of that conference, nations came together and spoke to me about confronting Qatar over its behavior.
One of the biggest abusers of civil rights of human beings on the fucking planet. Horrible! But today is a different day, folks. Today, Qatar has given Trump $500 million free plane. They're the ones that gave $2 billion to Trump's son-in-law. They bribed Donald Trump. Because the Trump administration and all these evil Saudi royalty families have made deals. They decided to bribe Donald Trump, and in return, they get a couple benefits. First off, Donald Trump has signed an agreement with Qatar that basically they're a de facto UN nation now. So if any nation dares attack them, the United States will take that as an attack on our fellow UN, and the United States will stand up and protect them every step of the way, just as if that country attacked the UN. So basically, we are like the mafia giving protection to Qatar. So no matter what human rights violations they commit, no matter how much they abuse their neighbors, if their neighbors dare fight back against them, they will have the full force of the United States government crush them, exactly like what Israel has gotten. So what does Qatar give us in exchange for this? Well, they gave Trump a $500 million plane and $2 billion to his son-in-law. But also, they abandoned the Palestinian people. They decide they don't have the Palestinian people's back anymore. And in exchange, they get the biggest superpower on earth protecting them and their war crimes for fucking ever. And they're more than willing to sell out the people of Palestine in order to get benefits for them fucking selves. So the next thing you know, folks, now Qatar has a military training base that they're building in America. Here you go. So basically, this is why the ceasefire between Israel and Palestine was able to be signed, because all the Middle Eastern countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar threw Palestine under the bus. They don't have any fucking support anymore because they've decided to buy up America instead. And here they are bragging about it and talking about the military training facility being built in the United States by Qatar.
No one other than President Trump could have achieved the peace that we believe will be a lasting peace in Gaza. And Qatar played a substantial role from the beginning.
Yes, Qatar played a huge role by bailing out, turning their back on the Palestinian people and make it to where Hamas had no allies and they had to surrender.
With our folks to ensure that came about. So I want to thank you for that historic piece. We look forward to joining the president as that gets, it's already been delivered, but as that's formally signed as well. And I'm also proud that today we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s.
Oh, goody.
And pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership. And I hope you know.
Yay! Qatari, one of the leading sponsors of terrorism, according to Trump just a few years ago. A military training base in the United States. Yay! There are F-13s fucking everywhere. Woo! Remember when the people that did 9/11 came over to this country and they took flight school training, learned how to do real good terrorism. Now we just train them directly, folks. Yay for us. Yay for America greatness. So this is why Qatar and Saudi Arabia, who just bought up EA, Electronic Arts, the video game, they're buying up all kinds of America to whitewash the Saudi civil rights crimes. They decided just to buy us the fuck up with the most corrupt president ever. Then Trump just goes out and admits he's responsible for the war crimes. He's an active partner in the genocide. He's been giving Bibi Netanyahu all the secret weapons that he wants.
I can tell you we have weapons that nobody's ever dreamt of. I only hope we never have to use them.
They already used them. This is why Hamas, one of the reasons Hamas is having to surrender, because you gave them all the most horrible weapons and you wiped out the Palestinian people.
I rebuilt the military. I was proud to do it, but some of the things I hated to do. I hated certain of the weapons because the level of power is so enormous, so dangerous, so bad. But we have to do what we have to do. We make the best weapons in the world.
To murder children.
A lot of them. And we've given a lot to Israel, frankly.
We have.
And
woo, yeah! War crimes, baby! Standing ovation for murder, mass murder. So popular. Let's all stand for child murder. We're the most evil people on the planet. You are literally ruled by bloodthirsty pedophiles. If they're not raping your children, they're killing them.
I mean, Bibi would call me so many times, can you get me this weapon, that weapon, that weapon? Some of them I never heard of, Bibi, and I made them. But we'd get them here, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we want to murder all these kids. Can you get me the biggest and best child murder weapons? And I was like, gotcha, baby. And they're all just grinning. They're all just grinning from ear to ear as they murder children. Yay!
So anyway, a combination of things happen, folks, because of all these weapons given to Israel. The Palestinian people have pretty much been genocided. They've pretty much been blown to bits, starved. And at the same time, all of their allies like Qatar, Saudi Arabia have abandoned Hamas. And at the same time, Israel has faced a optics nightmare where their genocide of the Palestinian people had become increasingly unfucking popular. So they're all willing, finally, from the very beginning, Hamas was willing to release the hostages anyway, but it's Israel that did not want the hostages released because Israel wanted to continue the genocide. And so they kept putting poison pills on all the peace talks to ensure that Hamas would never settle. But finally, both sides beat the shit. Both sides starting to settle. And it's actually a good thing, though. They released the hostages. Hamas released the last 20 living Israeli hostages. And any day hostages are released is a good day. I'm happy about that. I hate that Donald Trump is going to get credit for this. Donald Trump does not deserve credit for this. Most of the credit is owed to the people that put enough pressure on Israel where they want to get out of this quagmire as soon as fucking possible because of how bad, what a pariah state they've become. But Israel hostages return home and reunite with family. So good. Hey, welcome home, guys. But also, let us not forget, there are still 10,000 Palestinian prisoners, folks. 10,000 hostages from Palestine. Why are we never talking about that? Why are 20 Israeli hostages more important than 10,000 Palestinians? Well, we all know why. A nation behind bars. Why is Israel imprisoned 10,000 Palestinians? For every Palestinian Israel freed in the ceasefire deal, it apprehended 15 more. The number of political prisoners in its jails has doubled since the war began, folks. I guess they're never going to be freed. I guess we're not going to talk about it. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess their lives don't count. Only Israeli lives matter. And so immediately, since the ceasefire started, Trump calls for Israel to pardon Netanyahu. You may or may not be aware that Benjamin Netanyahu has been scheduled to go on trial for corruption for over a decade. And every time the trial is scheduled to begin, something happens, like a terrorist attack or more war crimes that he commits, or he has to bomb Lebanon or something, and it gets pushed back and back and back. It's almost like he allowed the Hamas terrorist attack to happen on purpose so he would have justification to do a genocide, and then he would never have to go to trial for corruption. It's almost like the most corrupt and evil people rule us. Well, anyway, now that things might come to a halt here for a little bit, they want to make sure he's never held accountable for any of his crimes. So Donald Trump, using the full weight of the United States government to put pressure on Israel to pardon this war criminal.
The good men right here. These two men are good men right here.
They're not. They're literally the most evil humans on the planet. The worst among us. Living ghouls, demons, monsters.
Mr. President, why don't you give him a pardon?
Woo, yeah! Nobody ever held accountable for anything, baby. And so quid pro quo, Netanyahu gets up there and nominates Donald Trump for the Israeli prize. I guess it's like the Israeli peace prize that they didn't give Donald Trump to. So instead, Netanyahu gonna make them give Donald Trump the prize.
I have submitted your nomination to be the first non-Israeli recipient of the Israel Prize, Israel's highest award. As to that other prize, just a question of time. You'll get.
Yay! War criminals got each other's back, man. It's a big dick suck fest, man. But it's so depressing to watch Donald Trump get all the fucking credit for this shit. First off, this is actually true, folks. You can't make this shit up. You would think he is just lying, but this is what a dog shit world we live in.
The person who actually got the Nobel Prize called me and said, I'm accepting this in honor of you because you really deserved it. A very nice thing to do. I didn't say then give it to me, though. I think
that's true. They gave this Zionist, this child murder apologist, a Nobel Peace Prize, and she promptly called up Donald Trump and dedicated it to him, folks. Just good fucking God. It's like we reward evil every chance we get. And the more evil you are, the more they just lump the praise upon you. It's so grim. Meanwhile, even fucking Time Magazine, this is real, folks. This is Time Magazine. Look at this. That's real. Time, 19 million followers. His Triumph by Eric Cornelessa, the leader Israel needed. How Gaza heals 100% dick suckathon for this war criminal. Literally, the entire peace deal that he did was to allow him to become the president of Palestine and be in charge of who gets all the lucrative beachfront property where all the condos are going to go. All it's going to be is kickbacks to the mob boss, folks. as he ethnically cleanses the Palestinian people and moves them elsewhere they can steal their fucking land. And Time Magazine, of course, all these Zionist publications, every one of them circling the wagons to sell us on the fascism, to shove it down our fucking throat, to boil the frog slowly. And lastly, on the Free Palestine section, you know who is also a giant sack of shit? Azalea Banks, and I want to say is a rapper. I don't know. I don't even know who that is. I've heard the name. Is that the one I did a video a long time ago about her killing a bunch of chickens in her closet for some voodoo ceremony? You nasty bitch. Anyway, she's also dumb as shit. Here she is at her latest performance in Israel. I don't know what she's saying, and I don't give a shit. Fuck you, Isaiah Bankton. Fuck Israel and free Palestine, but it ain't gonna happen. It's already been ethnically cleansed, genocide. Trump is the president now, and he is gonna take the whole fucking thing over, and Time Magazine is gonna sell it. And now it's a good thing. And that's the truth. I'm sorry, folks. I know it's depressing. I wish I had better news, but at least I got honesty for you. That's the best I can do. And all right, I got a quick what the fuck. Isaiah Banks, you all know who Isaiah Banks is, right? I don't know. I got a what the fuck trash world combo. And then I'm going to finish you guys off with 2 Beyond Parody. So last chance, if you want to reward the world's greatest show and have me read your words, I'm going to read them. After this, it's time for... Scroll down. So many categories. What the fuck trash world? And folks, did you guys see the helicopter crash in California? This is some crazy ass shit right here. This helicopter, just helicoptering down the road, minding its own damn business. The next thing you know, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. And then, oopsies, the rotor blows off the top of it. It starts spinning away. And then, oh shit, we gotta die. We gotta die. They all lived. Everybody lived. They were saved by them trees. You guys need to suck them trees' dicks because them trees saved you. That's some butt pucker and shit. You guys should all immediately go play the lottery. How none of you motherfuckers die? That's some Final Destination shit right there, you lucky sons of bitches. Meanwhile, what the fuck? Did you guys hear about the 18 people killed in a munitions explosion? Yeah, a big fucking ammunition warehouse blew the fuck up. Investigators do not expect to find any survivors after a munition plant in rural Tennessee exploded Friday morning, leaving more than a dozen people accounted for. As of Saturday, anyone that was inside that building, we can assume that they are deceased at this point. Damn! Making so much ammunition in this country, shit just exploding all over the place. You guys would have been safer in a fucking helicopter. Meanwhile, you guys see this shit? Disturbing, an Alabama police chief quits after video evidence emerged of him harassing an 18-year-old dispatcher at work just 4 months into his role. The footage shows him grabbing her head and leaning over her as she tries to fend off his advances. Man, this guy's a sex predator. Look at him. That's a bit aggressive. Leaning over her, grabbing her head and shit, putting it into her. He knows what he's doing. She's trying to push him off. He's like, hey, you work for me, baby. You can do what I want to. Yeah, sweet thing. You love it, baby. You love it. But doesn't look like she does, to be honest with you. Looks like she hates it. And yeah, that's sexual harassment, dude, with your gun. Attach your hip, grab her. Oh my God, dude. You're trying a little hard, dude. Dial it back a little bit. Dial it back, you fucking incel. And good luck on the job hunt. Meanwhile, in the trash world section, some of the comedians that went over there to Saudi Arabia getting a little blowback, like Aziz Ansari. Apparently, he did exactly what I said you should do. I was like, hey, if you guys want to make things a little better, maybe take the big bag you got for going and performing for the brutal, murderous Saudi royal family and take it and give it to some kind of humanitarian organization or some shit. And Aziz was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. but they didn't accept. While defending his decision to perform at the controversial state-sponsored Riyadh Comedy Festival in Saudi Arabia, Aziz Ansari said he plans to donate part of the fee to causes that support free press and human rights. Too little, too late. Listing Reporters Without Borders, and they're like, nah, keep it, you sack of shit. We don't want your blood, money, and good. Big ups to you guys. And one more. Jacksonville cop fights a woman and slams her face on the ground. I guess if you guys haven't had enough jackbooted thugs, we've covered ICE. Now just let's cover the regular police. ACAB. You got me fucked up. Yep. They don't give a shit about you. Just another day in America. Oh, think twice. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice. Just another day for you and me. She's serious now. She's like, you done hurt me. Fuck that. I'm fighting back. But he a man, so he gonna beat your ass. And he a cop. You lucky he don't fucking shoot you. They can do whatever they want to. Pain compliance. They legally have the right to fucking torture you. Put their knee on your fucking throat. They'll George Floyd your ass in a goddamn heartbeat. Big brave man. And all right, that is my very depressing ending to tonight's Trash World. But hey, I got a few Beyond Parodies coming up. Maybe it'll help you guys feel a little better. We'll fucking see. No promises. Protect and serve. Hey, they ain't here to protect and serve. They're here to protect the property rights of the rich, and that's fucking it. That's when we say, hey, cab, don't be a part of that goddamn system. Did get a good lick in. Love to see it. And all right, folks, last chance. If you want to get your super chat in, don't let me go out of business. If you love the show, please support it. I'm going to read it all at the end of the show. But prepare to be cleansed, my children. It's time for some Beyond the motherfucking Parody. You guys remember the last show? Texas sent out their best, their brightest, their National Guards over to Chicago. Yes, one state invaded another state, but people couldn't help but notice they didn't send their best. They sent all these fat dough bitches. But this is exactly what I think Texas looks like. If you were asking me to draw what I would think Texas National Guard looks like, this is 100% what I would draw. Anyway, apparently Texas was all embarrassed about how fat their dough bitches they sent out were, so they recalled all these fat boys. A spokesman for the Texas Military Department confirmed to Task and Purpose that a small group of the 200 National Guard members sent to Illinois this past week had been replaced after they were found to not meet certain standards. The move came amid criticism on social media over pictures that show some of the Guard members appear to be overweight. Imagine these motherfuckers getting fired for being too fat. Imagine they get that phone call. Hey, Bubba, you got to come back to Texas. You too fat, bitch. Yeah, go back. Get on that diet. Lay out the donuts. Gravy seals, exactly what you'd expect. And then one more, folks. I'm just going to go on a limb and say that this is a weird-ass thing to say. So apparently, the worst among us let them fight. Dinesh D'Souza, a convicted felon. And also, Candace Owens got in a little fight about Charlie Kirk. So here is what Dinesh D'Souza had to say to Candace Owens. Dinesh says, I can't comment on Candace because it's quite obviously a freak show. It's like driving on the highway and seeing a farmer having sex with a sheep. You don't want to look, but you can't look away either. The problems begin when you try to analyze it. It is what it is. What the fuck? Why are you looking at people having sex with animals? Holy shit, and I agree with Candace. Why openly admit that they wouldn't look away if watching a person have sex with farm animals? Why is everyone in politics so sexually perverse? Weird, I do have to admit, that's a weird thing to say. Convicted, pardoned felon Dinesh D'Souza. I don't know. I don't want to see anybody have sex with an animal, y'all. To me, that's gross, but where you at, Vosh? And folks, that's my show. We did it. Boom. Another amazing episode of the world's greatest show. I think we'll all agree, especially me. If you bail out, do me a favor, folks. Please hit the like button before you go. Please do not let me go out of business. Please help me out. Go to my Patreon. Sign up for our Patreon. Kick in a couple bucks, 10, 20, 2, 100, whatever you can afford. It's slidden down, folks. It used to be 25% higher than it is now. It's the wrong direction. So anyway, I'm sorry to beg you, but that's the only way I make money is user supporting my show. So thank you in advance. And all right, we're going to read the PayPals. We're going to do a kitty party. All the things are coming up next, but let me go ahead and load up the PayPal section to see if I got any PayPals. PayPal.com. Hell yeah, I just talked to my bullshit. And folks, still plenty of time to aim your camera phone at the Super Chat QR code at the top. It goes to my Tales of Woke PayPal. It's a great way to support the fucking show. Please do it to it. Thank you in advance. And all right, let's get the PayPals. God damn it. Come on, Dusty. You got this. Boom. PayPal, log in. I'm about to go over here and grab my keyboard. Sorry, motherfuckers. I got to type shit in. For my bullshit. And all right. All right. Great television, Dusty. Great programming. And all right, as that loads up, let's go ahead and do the boom. All right. Welcome to Dust Buddy. Say Joel Morgan. Fuck yeah. Spam that chat with impunity. Thank you, hero. And F the police. I'm with you, Crotchy. Hey, greetings, General Dusty from the Northern Resistance, the Ayatollah of rock and roll. Fuck yeah. I'm with you. Good to see you not rock and roll ride. Cryo Drago, this whole show has been very depressing. What the fuck else is news, baby? I don't know what else to do. I guess I could lie for a living, but I can't do that. Thank you for all your work over the years. Please have some money. Hey, thank you for supporting the show, Eric. It means a lot. I'm going to try to stay in business as long as I can. Dusty, you rock. What an awful times we are in. I wish. Whatever, love your show and your kitties. Hey, love to you, Amy G. Good to see you tonight. Appreciate you. Just in case I missed the show, got to get my tithe in. Fuck yeah. Better than send it to Trump slush fund. Thank you, Agent Orange. Fitty, I already got Fitty from BBC. Thank you, BBC. I think the chats were slow tonight, but what are you going to do? I'll do it as long as I can. If I can't stay in business, I won't. So what you going to do? And all right, I did get some super chat. I got some PayPals. I got $160. No, wait a minute. I paid Chris $160 to edit my videos. Got excited there for a second. All right. None of this is. I guess I didn't get any new PayPals. All right, nobody PayPal me. What you gonna do? Michael Mooney, PayPal me $20 last show. V. Barossa, $20 last show. Renner Brush, $20 last show. Thank all of you guys. Eric Schroer, $20 last show. Marsha Karhoff, $75 last show. Thank you. Eldridge Davis, $10. Jordan Brolin, $10. And appreciate all you guys. And you guys can aim your camera phones at the QR code at the top of the page, and it'll open up a link to my PayPal. Great way to support the show. Also, link in the description of the video. And all right, folks, we're going to play a song. I actually removed this from my channel because I was afraid that ICE was going to round me up. But just for you guys, it's Bathe in Blood. Bathe in your blood. Only available on the live show. And all right, kitty party. I'm fucked up, and I can't deny it. Every goddamn day I'm praying for a riot. Whatever they want, they simply just buy it. Amplify their own voice, and they keep us quiet. How much is too much when you can't even spend? Folks, I'll be back Wednesday. After party coming up Wednesday, not tonight. I'll see you guys then. I love the show, you guys. Thank you for all the generosity. Good night, everybody. No AP tonight. You can take how long till you make the dam break? Your time. Only Pretty Boy showed up. On the flood, 'cause I want to bathe in your blood. Wash away. I do have this one though. Look at this one. Oh. us in the dirt longer than you should. Little Miss Ellie Mae. Sweet baby. Looks so happy about it, don't she? Big. Getting so big, Miss Ellie Mae. She's a sweet thing. See you guys Wednesday. Good night. Kingdom, where the bodies lay, your golden mask can't hide the Thank truth. You, Juan Martinez. You rock. Led by their youth. You raise your glass, we raise the blade. You'll choke on the world you've overplayed. No throne too high, no wall too wide. The flood is coming, you can't hide. Wash away all this mud, all this mud. Kept us in the dirt longer than you should, Addition through subtracting. One less shot, one less shot. So now we wanna bathe in your blood. No mercy left, the tide will rise. Your wealth will burn beneath the skies. The have-nots scream, the reckoning starts. We'll tear your world apart. Play for the lies you stole. Scream as you lose control. The walls are breaking, the flood runs deep. Your time has come, eternal slave. Wash away all this mud, all this mud. Kept us in the dirt longer than you should, Addition through subtracting. One less shot, one less shot. So now we wanna bathe in your blood. Bathe in your blood. Thank you, little Mimi. You rock. This was for you. Consumed by flame, the flood has come, misunderstood, and now we bathe in your blood. Good night, y'all. See you Wednesday.